Hey, Lucard here. So in this episode, the Sword Coast Guard learns that their castle, Gauntlet Hall, is under siege by orcs and giants. And of course, it's up to them, just these 5 adventurers, to break that siege and restore order, at least temporarily, to the entire region. Let's play D&D. Before we get rolling, what I want to do is I want to explain a little bit of my DMing style to you guys. I don't know if I've ever explained this to you guys, okay? So I create adventures for you that are extremely fleshed out, okay? Rooms, monsters, encounters, all this crap is very, very fleshed out, okay? However, I expect you guys to use your brains in the manner in which you approach the adventures, okay? Which means that I put a dungeon here, or I put a castle here, okay? And I know everything about that castle, I know the enemies, blah, 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 blah. And I might tell you, we need you to go break in to the castle and do X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? That I might put something forward to you guys that kind of lends you to believe that we're supposed to just go over the walls at night, or X, or whatever it happens to be. That doesn't mean that I expect you to take that approach. Okay, you have complete freedom to take whatever approach you want toward accomplishing the adventure. Okay, this is like how I view Sandbox. Okay, this is the adventure. Yes, I expect you to run it because why did I spend all my time running it, right, or planning it? But you're not beholden to doing it a given way. You can approach it any way you want to, and then I will adjust. I will run the dungeon and the bad guys depending upon what you guys are doing. Okay, that said, you know. When you guys, so I set up a whole scenario with Lady Tharmer, where she invited you all to come to this banquet feast that she was planning at a certain time, and she did her little thing with you to tell them not to bring their weapons and stuff. It was, from my point of view, it was blatantly obvious that was a trap.
Yeah.
That you guys should not walk into that trap. But you walked into the trap.
Well, we came to the conclusion that that's a trap. Let's spring it anyway. I think that wasn't just.
We definitely knew it.
So okay, but what I'm getting at is that I want you to understand that when I present a scenario that says go to the banquet feast, that doesn't mean you have to do it. Okay. Yes, there's something there to be done. There's an adventure there to be run. So yeah, I'd like you to do it because I spent a lot of time working on it. Okay, but you don't have to walk into a trap unless you guys really wanted to. And if you did, that's fine. I just want you guys to know that my DMing style is such that I might present a scenario such that I'm kind of saying go to the banquet, go to the banquet, go to the banquet. But that doesn't mean that you should and that you have to, right? You could have easily said, like, screw the banquet, let's not go to the banquet, let's wait until about 3 or 4 in the morning when everybody should be like hungover and sleeping, and then let's break in and go room to room and do stuff, you know what I mean? So I just want you guys to know that even though I might present something X way, that you guys have the freedom to approach it in lots of different ways, you know, because that was a crazy trap, right? And things got nasty fast on you guys there, because I was like, I'm putting an obvious trap. They're not going to walk into it, are they? And you did. So
well, the option to go in guns blazing was shot down, you know, because somebody's in love.
And I, on the other hand, I played the character exactly. And not only was I naive, I don't know who this person is. I know Nigel. Nigel's very nice. And he says we trust her. Hey, okay, cool. I'm on board. So from my perspective, I took the trap because I said, doesn't look like a trap to me. He says it's not.
But now you understand
I get it.
Not to trust Nigel, right?
I do now.
Well, and Xavier, he didn't have to take his weapon because he summoned it, right?
Right.
I mean, Xavier knows Nigel, when it comes to women, his judgment is not to be trusted.
And I clearly had other means available to me as well, so I mean, it wasn't like I was leaving myself.
And Xavier was fine. He was like, yeah, if you want to polish up my armor for me, I'll let you pay for it, Nigel.
Didn't the Eldon use that spell you never used before? Yeah.
The knives thing? Or
controlling the forks and knives.
The forks.
The forks, yeah.
Animate object.
Yeah, that's cool.
The forks for VIP in that section.
Oh, yeah,
And there are we've had a couple times now where you guys have run into this scenario where the entire dungeon has been woken up on you. Okay, you guys had your dragon turtle fun, which this guy was pounding against the entire underground thing, which woke up all of the Sawagan.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walked into a massive confrontation with them, okay? And I believe you guys all owe your lives to, who's your deity, Helm? You all owe your lives to Helm, because if Helm had not brought him back...
Whatever. I told him, you know what? We would have lived because DM intervention, we would have lived. He wouldn't have let us die. He would have been dumb.
You guys survived because I didn't want to kill his brand new character the first time you joined the game. That's why
I
you
promise
survived.
if it would have been one of you that died.
No,
yeah.
they would have been dead. They would have been dead.
No.
It was like, I'm gonna want to kill the new guy's character in the first hour he's here.
Right.
Like that sucks,
I'm
dude.
gonna spawn him next to the 2 champion enemies, and,
To be fair,
and then we'll see
I
what
don't even
happens.
think if he had taken a turn yet. I don't think he did anything on his turn even. Like I think he took his turn. He's like, I'll move here. I'll move closer to
Blah, blah, blah,
everyone.
you're dead.
And then boom, dead.
Disintegrate. I think the first guy attacked him,
Disintegrate,
beat him up
yeah.
a little bit, and then he got
Yeah.
disintegrated.
Yeah.
I mean, I was itching to. I rolled for who got the disintegrate. too.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fair. So anyway, and then obviously the later Tharmer thing. You know, you guys, have you figured out like what she was doing or what was happening there?
He was phasing each room or whatever, and like, hey, go kill those guys.
Right, and you guys were staying put in the library. I don't know if you noticed this, but I was actually timing how much time you guys were like standing in the library just talking with each other.
Between encounters.
I feel like I
encounters,
always
yeah.
see you do that, so I like subconsciously
Well, only
ignore,
3 of us
ignore
were in
whenever I
that-
see
in
that
that
thing going on.
So anyway, you guys were in the library, and she was going to the ethereal plane throughout her whole compound, telling her minions to go get you guys in the library. And so that's why you had wave after wave coming down.
He gave us 2 NPCs to fight with.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that
I
was
saw
mentioned.
that. I read this. I didn't see the video.
Okay.
I watched. I read the thing.
Yeah. So
The one guy was
anyway,
badass.
waking up the entire dungeon is not something that I usually do, but when you guys, it's one of those things where if you force my hand, it's like, you know what I mean? So if you take reasonable precautions, though, you don't. This isn't going to be a thing. I don't want it to be a thing, because it messes pacing a lot, right? Because it's just 3 hours of fighting stuff. It gets boring after a while, right? And I like to do role playing and exploration and crap like that. You know what I mean? So anyway,
Got it. So next time we're invited to dinner, I will immediately lead off with, oh, there she is. She's dancing. Vampire touch.
all right.
Yeah. Next
That's
time
a bit
Nigel
double
invites
spell.
me to dinner, I'm gonna be like, and says, "Don't bring your armor." I'll be like, "That means bring my armor."
Yeah. Bring 2
I mean,
swords.
but what if the lady's like really attractive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really attractive and trustworthy. 2 things that go hand in hand.
And what if it takes you a half
No
an
matter
hour
what.
to down your armor?
What are your thoughts on that, Dragon's Breath?
I'm fine. Do it. Cool. Yep. If it, I don't foresee it becoming unbalanced. I mean, it's taking up your concentration for 3d8 damage per round. You know what I mean? You could 3d6, yeah, in a cone. I mean, you could be using your firebolt for almost a similar thing as a cantrip. You know what I mean? And you're familiar. I just want you to be aware, though, that when your bat or whatever it is is flying around breathing fire, it instantly, it's like aggro.
Target.
It becomes a big target.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and it's a very glass cannon-y. So don't be surprised when he breathes fire a couple times and people start trying to kill him.
Well, hey, if they're attacking him and not me, it's a success.
Right. I just want you to be aware.
And if you're attacking his familiar, not mine.
Yeah, right.
Maybe
People
he'll
die in
live.
the crossfire. It's just inevitable.
Many times I ignore your familiars.
I
Because they're so easy to kill. I ignore them. But in the case where he's breathing fire,
Yeah. That's good.
then he's gonna get shot.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, it's one thing for a familiar to be like flying around your head, and then me shooting Eldritch Blast. I'm a bigger target than that familiar that's flying around your head.
But when the familiar is
What?
breathing fire,
It's doing more damage to me with my Eldritch Blast.
Well, and that's the thing is, I think it's familiar. I mean, you can use familiars a lot more aggressively than we do because they can deliver touch spells and stuff as well.
Yep.
But we don't. I mean, I don't do
I don't
that.
even think I have any touch spells.
Yeah. There are familiar like these. It could be used more offensively.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we last left off, you guys had just finished clearing out Lady Tharmer's mansion. You had been given a reward. I believe you got a special
I did.
mandolin.
Yeah.
It's very nice. So you'll be playing in the Inns in Style now. And
Folks.
a courier named Jack Simon
Yeah.
came up to you guys and told you that Tazarkin the Younger is looking for you about a matter of great urgency. And he mentioned something about Gauntlet Hall being under siege. And this is where we left off. It is 9 o'clock at night.
Just quick.
Didn't we just send 2 of those 2 minions to Gauntlet Hall?
No, we said some.
The 2 NPC guys.
Oh, wait,
The
yeah.
two NPC we sent
Oh, that okay.
I mean, like
Did you?
2
Yeah.
minutes ago.
I mean,
it's-
so we would catch up to them, I'm sure. The next month after this month is Elif.
Oh yeah.
Elif
So-
Is that right?
What's that?
Is the next month after this Elif?
Eliant.
Eliant. Yeah, okay.
It's quite possible. Look up a second. So what would you guys like to do now?
we should go see Sarkin, but before we leave anywhere, we need a long rest.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to try to buy a spell scroll before we leave to the hall.
Okay, what spell scroll are you looking for?
Leave in secret chest.
What level is that?
4th level spell.
A 4th level spell? Okay, I'll allow you to do that before you guys all probably need to do something on the next morning. I'll allow you to look for it. I think I got a roll for it.
It's a good.
And the reason being, it solves the transport
first.
problem.
Oh, does it?
It literally, basically, it creates a chest that I send to the ethereal plane, and I can recall it by touching a replica. It's,
basically a small chest.
and basically it's good for 60 days. So every 60 days, I have to renew it. But
You have to
It's
buy a
also-
new one. Okay.
well, no, I just have to recast it on the replica.
But if you buy a spell scroll, oh, you're a wizard.
Yeah, he can learn.
You can learn it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
gotcha.
why I
It
want
is
it.
5,000 for a level 4 spell scroll. Just FYI. I'm just saying scrolls are crazy, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would be asking for some funds to purchase it
Yeah.
because it solves the problem of having
Oh,
to.
I was like, why am I so healthy? And I remember that paladin.
It would
He
solve the problem.
healed
of
me to
having
stop my bitching.
yeah.
cart
Yes.
around armor and whatnot for my
Right,
scum,
unfamiliar.
so.
Well, they were like, we just barely escaped the mansion. I was like, we could use a good hour real quick, and they're like, stop being pussies, let's go in there. I'm like, well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sitting at 2 health, no spell slots, no all my short rest, long rest things have all been used.
What are they called?
Force Grey?
Yeah,
Force Grey.
Force Grey, yeah.
Yeah.
and then Paladin came up and healed me basically to full health. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
I suggest we go to Zarkin in haste.
Yeah.
Alright, you guys go to Cesarkin.
Just see, pretty much quiet now
He's on now.
on our walk to the barracks, or yeah, that's where he stays.
It's about a quarter of our gold.
Wow.
It's a lot of gold.
I'm totally fine with it. I did, but it is something that he's already said we can kind of hand wave. So I mean, it's
Well, just because this way it doesn't ever become an issue. Because, if I've got 4 minions, lugging around 4 suits of half plate and 2-handed swords, it stretches the feasibility so far.
You guys begin walking from Sea Ward down to Castle Ward. After about, takes you probably about an hour to get there. It's around 10 o'clock in the evening when you roll into Castle Waterdeep, and the guards ask you what your business is. You explain that you've been summoned by Tazarkin the Younger. They know who you are. They've seen you before. You're the agents. You're the Sword Coast Guard. They let you in, and lo and behold, Tazarkin the Younger is not in his office where you normally find him, it being 10 o'clock at night.
The courier told us to come.
Well,
Find the courier and kill him.
I
Kill
don't
the
wanna talk
messenger.
about that.
Um,
Did we see any? Well, as we were leading up to the office, did we see any other people that looked like they were?
I mean, there are guards about. And
Was there any? Was there any
servants and stuff?
officers, or I guess, or is it all just looking like normal?
I mean, yeah, there were some officers that are on duty right now. Yeah.
are there is this room completely pitch black or candles lit? You may have just recently left.
The office door's locked. I presume you knocked on it. Nobody answered.
All right, I'll just go to the nearest officer and ask him. We were told that the castle was under attack.
Well, that's our key.
Oh.
Gauntlet Hall's ours.
My bad.
Let's see, where's Tazarkin?
Yeah.
I'll start shouting, Tazarkin!
Oh my god.
Commander Tazarkin!
Quiet! You're gonna wake everybody, fool!
This sounds like they should be woke.
Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Tazarkin the Younger.
At this hour, I'm sure he's retired to his quarters.
Can you show me to his quarters?
Sir,
You're going to awaken him?
we were asked to report to him, sir.
I see.
Immediately.
With some urgency.
We were summoned.
Oh, I see. And by Tazarkin?
So we think.
The courier who.
A courier told us that Tazarkin the Younger was looking for us and to come at our immediate.
I'll show you where his barracks, his quarters are. But waking him, that's your own business.
Thank you, sir.
He leads you through the corridors and whatnot, and indicates the room, Tazarkin's room.
Did anyone see where the courier went?
No, but he is from Memento, the Loyal Order of Couriers and Servants. And they are shady-ish, from what we've learned.
Yeah,
Should we waken Tazarkin then?
I hope
Yeah, let's
we
just
should
wake him
come
up.
back tomorrow morning.
But if it was that urgent, would he have fallen asleep within the hour?
I mean,
kind of agree.
what if we just give him a simple, like, a knock? If he doesn't answer, then we just go away.
let's just slip a note under his door.
Alright.
There's something out under there that
I'll
we were
write
You can come to us.
I'll write up a
We'll be,
fancy note saying, Tazarkin the Younger, I hope this note finds you in good health. Nigel from the Sword Coast Guard stopped by on your request from Jack Simon of the Couriers to visit you. We found that you were sleeping, and
Lord.
we will see you in the morning, etc., etc.
Sword Coast Guard.
Find us at the Sleepy Dragon Inn.
Ooh, I have an idea.
Safe haven.
Safe Haven Inn.
Finish your letter.
It's
etc.,
finished. It's
etc.
done.
Signed, Agents of Waterdeep, Sword Coast Guard,
Perfect.
Nigel.
All right, let me see
Yes.
the letter. I got an idea.
P.S. Lathamar is doing well. She doesn't remember me.
Now he's writing a book.
Yeah, he's ready.
My
Alright.
Chinese fortune
Can I-
said we're going to level today.
Yeah.
Can I see the letter?
Yeah. Here
I got an idea. Okay. I'm gonna knock on the door.
Loudly?
Loudly.
Okay.
I'm going
Just the letter.
You hear a voice that says, "Who the fuck is it? Gee, good. Great.
I have a letter for you.
Oh my god.
Ding dong pitch, guys. Ding
I'll
dong
be
pitch.
back.
Run!
Who is it?"
It's Ian from the Sword Coast Guard, sir.
You hear a bolt drawing back. 2 bolts. The door
Crossbow
flies
bolts?
open. Door bolts. And you see Tazarkin the Younger, and he says, "Good gods, man, what took you so long?"
We just
I
received
took the
your
letter.
message.
I don't know. It's very interesting. We thought we were going to leave you a letter, but that was probably a poor idea. So we thought we'd just get to you right away.
Leave me a letter.
He wrote you a book.
I summoned you this morning.
The courier just found
Your
us.
carrier just found us. You need to probably get a better carrier.
I see. Well, I am very glad that you have found it here. In your own time, I suppose. Although I do owe you one for rectifying that matter with Captain Rulathon.
I hear you're possibly
You're welcome.
in his good graces now.
Until you spoke on my behalf, my ass was grass.
Tazarkin.
I thank you for that.
Oh, we thank you for all that you've done for us.
Yes. Excuse me, what was that? What was that?
I just said what he said.
Pretty sure I lied.
We were very concerned about waking you. Sorry about that.
Clearly.
So,
What is this matter of our keep?
well, apparently it's under attack.
Aye.
Word came in this morning. Orcs. An army of orcs
Oh, that was
are
to
laying
be expected.
siege to it.
Any idea of their
words?
number?
Sorry?
Any idea of their number?
More than our garrison.
Your garrison here in Waterdeep or the garrison out in
At Gauntlet Hall. We currently have Civil Arcasi is currently leading a garrison of about 200 soldiers. The orcs outnumber her 5 or 6 times over,
Oh.
and there were reports of giants as well.
Oh.
a few fireballs. We're good.
Well, then it's settled. You'll take care of this business.
Of course.
Will Waterdeep be sending aid? Troop aid?
Troop aid.
Yes.
We are hoping that you can just take care of this yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got
1,000
the Sword
orcs?
Coast Guard. We can do this.
You are the Sword Coast Guard. You're worth 100 soldiers at least, are you not?
Minimum.
Yeah.
We're worth easily 1,000 soldiers.
So now we're only outnumbered, what, 4-1?
Cool.
I thought Waterdeep.
Right, so we just need the reinforcements to get the 3-1. We're good.
I was told that Waterdeep soldiers make up for every Waterdeep soldier is worth 4 orcs. This isn't true?
Oh, it's true, absolutely.
So then the 200
Zark,
guard.
I think it's important that we send word to Reslanthar so they can protect their citizens, because
Razalantar could be overrun as far as we know.
They had a fine smithy there. That's a shame.
They did.
well, I say we make haste there now.
Yeah, we gotta. Well, what do we?
I say we go.
Let's
right
leave
now.
first. Let's leave in the morning.
Yeah, man,
You guys, he's looking you over and he's like, looks like you guys had a rough day of it.
Indeed.
In the evening. Dinner was good though.
Baby Tharmer.
Wait, did I get any food? No, I didn't actually eat any food.
No.
There, did I?
I did.
So,
Wait, unless you count the demons. T-Rex ate one.
you wasted all day getting, well, I shouldn't say wasted. I'm sure you had good things that you were doing. But the point is, it's been quite some time since the first message came in. We don't know what the orcs have been up to. Traveling
When
to
did the
Gauntlet
first message come in?
this morning.
From the orcs?
Yes. No,
From
from
Gauntlet Hall.
From Gauntlet Hall.
Do the war wizards have some kind of teleportation method to get us there quickly?
and that is exactly what I'm driving at.
Excellent.
We're going to need to get you there as fast as possible.
Right now?
We're gonna need a little bit of a rest.
Not now. I'm afraid that if I wake up the wizard at this hour, all of us will be turned into something rather disagreeable.
Nah.
I propose that in the morning, we have him send you over to Gauntlet Hall.
Deal.
Deal.
Very well then. So, you know where the War Wizard's Enclave is. All of you meet us there in the morning, and we shall take care of business. I would urge you to prepare yourselves. We don't know what you're going to be sent into. It could be quite a dilemma. Everybody's looking at their inventory.
Yeah, man. I mean, we just bought
Prepare yourself, he says. Yes, of
just
course we're
bought
looking at our
stuff,
inventory.
but
Yeah.
we should be good on
I still have 3 of the greater healing potions, so
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
and 1 superior. So
I have 2 spells.
I still have 4 greater healing potions and...
Tazarchin, shall I play you a tune so you can go back to sleep? I start playing my new lute.
Oh my god.
A nice quiet song.
You offered to play a tune, and his eyes kind of go wide, and he already is beginning to close the door. So make your performance check.
Is that a 1?
It's a 2.
That's going to be 11. Sorry,
He
that was
finishes
my
closing
fault.
the door loudly, and you hear 2 bolts being drawn.
since it's a magical loot, do you get +1 to those? Like magical weapons normally have +1 to.
Attack rolls and
Probably
damage
not.
rolls.
Well, you know, they're.
Sure, if he hits somebody with the loot, he'll get a plus. This is
She's
an
walking
18.
she's walking down, and I convinced her to take her clothes off
Whoa.
and like change into like some different clothes.
Alright, this is back to 0. Health is back to
This or
Yeah,
we,
because
we
like,
need a cute.
her
I wish it
clothes,
would
like,
have been
got
here.
soiled or something, and I convinced her to like take off her noble clothes and put on like peasant's clothes while we were walking through, so no one would bother her. And then once, right before we walked into Waterdeep, she's like, I can't walk in looking like a peasant, so I had her change and put on nicer clothes, and that's when she fell in love with me.
That's when she fell in love with you.
At that moment.
Okay. Well, I
See, now this is when I should have been here because then I would have queued up the slow, sensual jazz music to
Yeah.
play while he's seducing her.
Yeah.
Alright.
I was just like,
So it'll take 8 hours, so I just marked 2 hours then off for the long rest towards the
Okay, sure.
I think I might have time to get mine spiked in 2 hours.
Take 4 hours to get a signal spell.
Well, but a divination spell is
Oh,
half the amount
Oh,
of
it's
time.
half. Okay. Let's see.
The golden time you must spend to copy a divination spell is halved.
Okay, then you can get that done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the night passes uneventfully. It is now 8 o'clock in the morning. If you're heading, are you just going to head right over to Castle Waterdeep?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Can I swing by the stables and make sure the stable guy know that I might not be back for a couple days?
Is this the guy who's taking care of your hippogriff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you swing by, you let him know, and he's perfectly fine with that. He has no problems whatsoever with you staying away for any amount of time that you want. He will happily take care of you. He will happily take care of Pegasus.
Yeah. I give Pegasus my love and tell him I'll be back soon.
Pegasus seems a little distant.
Oh, you're gonna lose your hippogriff to this guy.
I'm gonna toss him a piece of damn it, I'm out of it.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Give him some of your liquid candy.
You know that too.
Am I?
I thought you would.
Am I?
What we don't know is
Didn't Nellaby?
Oh yeah, she gave him more.
Nellaby had access to your recipe book or something, and she
Yeah.
made some for you.
That was all from nice of her.
I don't want him to stop eating his candy.
I don't know. Going through withdrawals might be more fun for him though.
All right, so you have
I'll leave Pegasus with a bottle of rum.
a bottle of rum.
Yeah.
He's depressed.
She's gonna
He
make
needs the
You
depression.
put a bottle of rum in his stall. Pegasus looks at it, looks at you. His distance has not changed.
I tell him, you know what to do with this, Pegasus. I'll be back soon.
Make an insight check.
It's gonna be 13.
A 13? Yeah, he probably knows what to do with it.
Okay.
All right, you guys head over to Castle Waterdeep. You meet up with Tazarkin the Younger. He takes you over to the War Wizards Enclave, where you meet with Linaire. Eladin, you know Linaire. Do I have a picture for Linaire? Did I ever have a thing for her? Yeah, I don't think I have a thing for Linaire. You meet with Linaire, and she explains to you that she is prepared to teleport you all to Gauntlet Hall. However, she warned you that she has never actually been there. She's only has a cursory familiarity with it. There is a chance that her teleport spell won't take you exactly there. It might get you somewhere near there. There's a chance it could totally fail and send you to some crazy place.
How far was the troll hole from Gauntlet Hall?
The troll hole from Gauntlet Hall? The troll hole is up near Rasalantar, so that's probably about
How far is Gauntlet Hall? Like how long of a ride?
the troll hole is about a day's travel from Gauntlet Hall.
Now, since I know the location of that and like the special code for that teleportation circle, is it something that if I told her this stuff that she can guarantee to put us there?
Are you asking her, or are you just relying on your own knowledge?
I'm asking myself.
Okay, make an Arcana check.
It's gonna be 12.
You have no idea.
Alright. I'll just tell her then. I say, hey, I know this location of this teleportation circle and the special words and the special code for it. Would that assist you in casting the spell?
Oh, absolutely. I would put you directly into the circle.
You guys got
Is it in Gauntlet Hall?
It's not. It's
a day's ride.
It's maybe a day's travel away, but I can guarantee that.
Let's just.
You guys are 2 days away from Gauntlet Hall right now.
I have complete faith in Linaire. Let's just let her do her thing. And
Dang, he has complete faith. What are the chances that some harm comes of us with this teleportation? Like you teleport me into a tree.
It's the chances of harm are pretty low.
All right.
The last time I did it, everything went smoothly.
I have
You
faith in the
teleport
War
people very
Wizards.
often?
You sound like a bad intern, but I'm not going to go with it.
I'm sorry.
She's like second in command of the War Wizards, right? Like,
That's it. What he said. I am second in command of the War Wizards. If you want to see...
But your specialty is war and killing, not necessarily teleporting.
Well, no, I mean... Wizards, actually, the purpose we serve in war is often not the killing itself. It's the logistical things. That are actually much more valuable in warfare than just killing things. Anybody can kill something.
See, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it!
Yeah, I'm just trying to look it up. I got the wrong one. Okay, so she begins casting this spell.
Counterspell.
She counters your counter spell.
It's a 4.
Fortunes?
What? No.
Oh my god, that'd be too
Alright,
funny.
legendary resistance.
Okay, so she's viewed it once, seen it casually. She's seen it casually, so I'm gonna roll on that table. Oh damn, that's not good.
Who told us this was an option if she's never done it before?
This is how the spell teleport
Well, you
works.
said last time she did it, it worked, right?
Where did
Oh,
she-
you're talking about the location. Yeah.
Yeah, her chances of getting you there successfully are dependent upon how well she knows where you're going. And I think she has seen it casually. So let's see how this comes out. I rolled a 42. That's not good. Alright. So she begins casting this spell, and the world before you kind of becomes blurred a little bit, and then you hear sounds around you. You can hear creatures screaming in a different language. Does anybody speak this language? Nobody speaks orc.
I speak
I
orc.
should.
You speak orc?
I speak orc.
Yeah, I'm half orc. I also speak.
Okay, and you got your helm, right? Okay, so you guys hear shouting in orc around you, and then the blurriness goes away, and you can see where you are. You can see the walls of some castle off to your left, rising quite some ways up, and you recognize it. It's Gauntlet Hall off to your left, and off to your right, you can see a ditch and embankment. So dirt has been excavated and piled up onto a large mound. And you can see sharpened spikes poking out of it. And beyond the embankment, you can see a massive gathering of orcs. It looks like her spell has teleported you outside of Gauntlet Hall, between the walls themselves and a portion at least, perhaps the entire orc army. And you guys are smack dab in the middle of them. And as you stand there and realize where you are, you immediately hear orcs screaming, and some of them pointing your way. And then there's a horn blowed. What do you do?
I always love your horn noises.
Let's book it to Gauntlet Hall, guys.
Say, how close to the entrance of Gauntlet Hall are we?
We're halfway between each, right?
You guys are not near the entrance of Gauntlet. You guys are on the west side of Gauntlet Hall. So you guys need to go to the south around the corner and then back to the gate.
The orcs aren't in pursuit yet, but they're quickly going to be. So I agree with my esteemed colleague. Let's run to Gauntlet Hall and get inside.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You guys begin running to Gauntlet Hall, booking it at all speed.
How far is it distance-wise, like, roughly?
How far distance-wise is it? It's about a quarter of a mile, so 400 yards.
Can we see, are there like archers on the walls, things like that?
Yeah, you see archers on the walls. Yeah. You begin booking it that way, and the archers, behind you, you can see commotion in the orc army. You make it about 100 yards, and you can see orc riders on direwolves or wolves of some sort, about 6 or so of them that are just racing across the open space towards you. And the archers up on the walls see you running toward them. They see the orcs coming, and they begin firing some shots at the orcs. The orcs turn around quickly and veer back to their embankment. And as you guys approach the wall, you can see several soldiers, up behind the crenellations and whatnot, the battlements, kind of with, they don't have bows drawn because you can't hold a bow at full draw for more than a second or two. But they got them ready to go, and they're kind of all looking down at you. And one of them calls out, "Hail! Who are you?"
Sword Coast Guard!
The owners of the castle.
I'll cast Minor Illusion in my own voice.
You're casting a spell.
Yeah. I'll cast Minor Illusion in my own voice that says,
So make it
we're the
louder.
Sword Coast Guard, owners of this keep. Protect us. We're here to help.
So you want to cast a spell. You realize that most people who don't know anything about magic, if you begin trying to cast a spell, they can easily assume that's a hostile magic.
Yeah.
You realize that.
Yeah.
Don't cast it.
Probably better.
They will attack us, and that would be bad.
Just shout, we're the Sword Coast Guard. We've been sent by Waterdeep to assist in the defense of our castle.
Are you casting the spell?
No.
Okay. It's fine if you do. I just want you to be aware of people's perceptions of magic. You know, especially people that already are like, who are you? We're suspicious of you.
Yeah.
Because we just saw you appear out of nowhere. Sword Coast Guard. You're not the Sword Coast Guard. Sword Coast Guard is 7 feet tall. They breathe fire.
I'll polymorph into a dragon and breathe fire. Can't do that.
That's a little exaggerated. I'm only 6 foot tall and I don't breathe fire.
Unless I have a potion, a fire breath.
No, I didn't say that.
Who's the leader of the Sword Coast Guard?
I'll start playing my instrument for the same song that I've been using as our theme song whenever we go places. I've been playing the same song, so I'm gonna play that song and say, "I, Nigel, am one of the leaders of the Sword Coast Guard."
Whoa, you told me you were the leader.
That's what I said.
The Sword Coast Guard are the ones that commissioned us to be here and garrison this castle. If you be they, tell us then who is in charge of this garrison.
Who do we leave in charge?
What's her name?
The girl from last night, right?
Casey?
Casey's over here in charge right now, right?
I think so.
I'm sure it's Casey.
Captain Casey?
You're the one that writes everything down.
Those are notes from a long time ago.
Yeah, I know, that's a problem. I've like 2 years
We have to discuss this in a committee. Who did you leave in charge of Gauntlet Hall?
Casey!
Ah, and what is her rank?
She's from Reslantar. She's the,
That's above your pay grade.
Summon Casey, she will recognize us.
Also, didn't we leave? I mean, we've
Have her
seen
meet us at the
people
gate.
this point.
No, you shall meet her at the gate. Now move.
Oh, okay.
We will have words with you when we are done.
I'm gonna push him off the wall.
Hopefully you like shoveling the
I take
stables.
note. Yeah, I take note of that guy's like location.
What
on
is
the
your
wall.
name?
My name is Ashia Sisida.
Shit shoveler. Got it.
All right, you guys make your way around the gate, and you can see, not only so you guys know that Gauntlet Hall is up on a sort of ridge that gives itself a commanding view of the area around it. So as you guys move around Gauntlet Hall, you're able to get a much better look at the orc army that's surrounding it. So to give you guys an idea of what's going on here, this is the ridge that Gauntlet Hall is built upon. You guys appeared like more or less right here, and they're right here. So this is the ditch and embankment that I had mentioned, and there are orc battle lines
And a catapult.
back around this way. You probably haven't. You're on an advantage point to have seen the catapult, so just pretend like you haven't seen that. So you guys move around this way, and this is the ramp that kind of leads up to the front gates.
Mhm.
And down here, you can see the main encampment. Tons of orcs. You see campfires. It looks like from your vantage point up here, you can see they're beginning to build another ditch and embankment this way. As you come around this way, you can see there's another ditch and embankment with more orc battle lines here. You didn't really see a whole bunch of orcs on the back side of Gauntlet Hall. However, you probably noticed there were like orc patrols and stuff. But the main encampment is here, and you got 2 more encampments here. So that's kind of the lay of the land.
And this is the only, this is the only line in, so they basically cut off supply lines.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, they have it pretty much surrounded unless you're going to scale like the sheer cliffs on the back side of it. You guys know that there is a secret entrance to Gauntlet Hall. It's about, I think it's about a mile or so this way to the way from Gauntlet Hall is that secret underground entrance that you guys went into when you did all of your shenanigans with killing all the Knights of Torm. So, you guys make it around to the front gate, and up top you can see Casey, and if you recall Nigel, she is a female human.
Yeah.
She has blonde hair in a braid, However, she is rather chubby and has a plain face. So I think we've been over this before. Yeah, that's very, like, yeah.
I do remember.
You only go for the pretty ones, dude. She calls down and says, Sword Coast Guard, you're here just in time.
Nice.
What are you waiting for? Open the gates, fools! Actually, the sally port. Go in the sally port, of course. So the sally port swings open to admit you guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
Russian.
Yeah, I was
You got here just in time. What took so long? We sent word yesterday morning.
Well, we would have been here sooner, but Cece up there was giving us some issues.
Somebody was giving you issues?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, we want him on shit shoveling duty.
What happened exactly?
We'll deal with him later. We're here now. Casey, tell us what this current situation.
Into the keep. Let's go.
Let's go.
And I'll lay it all out to you. Cowboys and Indians, man. Oh, it's crying.
Yeah. So we go in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, you head in, and she takes you into a sort of, like, war room. They have a table with a map and stuff. They have positions of orcs and whatnot. You can see other little figurines that are showing the positions of, like, their forces and stuff like that. And there's some other captains in there, some other, it looks like commanders and whatnot. As word of your arrival spread through the compound, Casey had called in the rest of, like, her, officers and whatnot to discuss things. And there was also a man there, a tall man with a large belly, and he has this double chin going on, rolling down, and totally bald, flowing robes. And everybody else obviously is a soldier. This guy does not look like a soldier. None that you would think that he was a soldier. And she says, well, as you can see, we're surrounded. And, well, to be frank, we need you to fix that.
Has there been any communication with their armies?
With the
Have they
orcs,
sent messages or anything?
they have not. In fact, just a little bit ago, she takes you over to one of the arrow slits, one of the loopholes over to one side of the keep, and kind of points out over to this area, and she says, as you can see there, they're setting up catapults. That is a recent development. They've mostly just been digging these ditches and embankments, but earlier, not too long ago, and she kind of gestures that at the catapults, and you guys can see these big hulking figures, obviously giants or something, that are just pushing these catapults, carrying massive rocks and just tossing them into piles. And she says they've arrived not too recently. They're going to begin flinging those any time now, and it looks like they have a battering ram as well that they're bringing to bear. So far, all of the orcs have been staying out of arrow range. They have ladders, they have scaling ladders and everything, but it looks like they're amassing for one assault. My guess would be they're going to bring the battering ram and the catapults to bear, and they're going to surge on us all at once in one massive attack.
Well, seems like maybe if we try to take one of the weaker sides of it while you hold the main line.
We should go after the catapult.
Yeah, I'm thinking we go that way and try and cripple that side while they try to use all their soldiers and arrows for the main assault and keep them at bay until we deal with that at least.
How many soldiers do we have at our disposal?
Our garrison is 200 soldiers. These are men with families, wives, and children.
Do they want to die?
None of us want to die.
But they must fight if they want to live.
When they attack the castle, we will fight to hold them off. But sortieing in a force that numbers nearly 1,000, that's foolhardy. We would lose all of the...
Sortie.
Okay, then what is your plan?
You're going to guard, we'll go after the catapult and the giants, and then when they attack the castle, you keep them from getting into the castle.
Oh, that sounds amenable.
That's exactly the plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
did we mention anything about you sorting out?
That's what it sounded like.
Casey,
Clearly,
clearly you don't have an adequate control
You
over
shut
this
up.
situation. We left you in charge and you managed to get yourself surrounded.
We're not even the ones that put her in charge. Waterdeep determined that.
I'm a civilar. I'm used to a patrol, one patrol. I'm doing the best I can. I have an entire
Does
garrison
anybody here have more military experience than you do in fighting campaigns and battles?
Probably not.
That's not necessarily true.
Listen, give the poor girl a break. You know, she's doing the best she can.
One of the man kind of strides forward. He's got like gray shot through his beard, and he says, "I've been fighting fucking wars since I was a child. This is a bunch of damn shame. They put this young little lass in charge, and she doesn't know shit. But you know what? I just fucking work here. So what am I gonna do?
What are your opinions?
My opinions?
Wizened soldier.
My opinions?
Besides running.
Besides running, you must bring down the catapults, obviously. They represent a danger. The crews that man them are obviously giants or giant kin. They can throw stones themselves that are do quite a bit of damage. So, ideally, the catapult and their crews would be destroyed. Killed.
How many total
Is there,
orcs are on that
when
side
we were
roughly?
here before, they had a, didn't they have a ballista here?
I don't know.
When we took
Yes, there was a ballista at the top of the
Alright,
case,
so, alright, Casey, no offense, you're not in charge. The old man, he's in charge. He
At
needs
least
to...
for this battle.
We have
Hold
no
on.
authority
Hold
to
on.
put him in charge.
Yes, we do. We own the keep.
But
Yes.
that's not how. All right, I'm going to ask you all to take a moment and defer to me. This is an area I understand. I worked my whole life learning how to guard things, learning how to protect them from people.
How many
You
wars
don't-
have you fought?
I've simulated
None of
many.
us have defended.
Simulated. No, wait a minute. The old man, let him get a crew together.
I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing with that. What I'm saying is don't put him in charge of the entire... Perhaps he should lieutenant her.
Casey, this is your new advisor. Sir, you're advising Casey now.
That's all I'm saying.
Fine. Get a crew together, man the ballista to take out the crew of the catapult and any giants that come within range of the ballista. Get some archers on that wall and then deal with the defenses as you see best. And then we'll go take care of the catapult, then the giants in person.
Soldier, what's your name?
Bjorn. Elrecker.
Well, thank you for stepping up in this situation. The Sword Coast Guard greatly appreciates your help in this matter. Casey, take heed to this fine gentleman's word. For us, we'll take care of the catapults now?
Catapult, the giants, and
is the
Bjorn
obvious.
is going to get a...
Hold on, time out. You guys long rested, so everybody got their hit points, spell slots, and everything back. If you had wands that replenish or something, charges, you guys take care of all that sort of thing.
I'm gonna pull Casey aside. I want to ask her if there's anyone here other than the soldiers, families, anything like that.
They don't have their families here, do they?
I don't know.
No.
Kind of stupid if they did, but okay.
That does
I
happen.
mean, it's safer than most places. Where
Just-
there's an
just-
orc army coming.
Just the soldiers and tongue cutter, of course.
tongue cutter.
Oh yeah, no, that's our arc guy that we brought back,
okay.
remember?
All right. I'm gonna kind of. I mean, obviously we want to hold this castle, but if things go bad, I want to show them like the way out, the back way. If for some reason we need to retreat.
They already know that.
Oh, they were aware of
They're
it.
aware of that.
Okay.
And the man, Bjorn, says to you, "Oh, and you're the back way out? It has 6 men guarding it." And Casey is like, "We've been over this." They have a little disagreement. Casey is trying to justify why it's okay to only have 6 men guarding that entrance, and why they need to have everybody else on the walls. And the man is purporting that if the orcs discover it and start streaming in, 6
6
soldiers
men
will not stop them.
Is there a way that you could, those 6 men could create a deadfall in the event of the orcs coming into the tunnel that you could trap them so they can't get in?
Who are you asking?
The old man.
The old man?
Yes.
He's like, "I could put a couple of the lads who are good with engineering to use down there. They might be able to rig something, but there's a chance with this old construction in those tunnels that it might just fall prematurely."
It's a chance we're going to have to take because, like you said, if the orcs find it, you guys will be slaughtered to a man without doubt.
Couldn't stop
Well, I
them.
mean, why don't we just send more guys down there? They're not doing anything on top of the.
Because we're going to
There's
need
1,000 orcs.
There's 1,000 orcs. Casey's right. Every man is needed on the wall to shoot arrows like a motherfucker and repel any boarding ladders and things of that off the walls. She's right there. So the compromise is you set up a trap. So if the orcs do discover the tunnel, you trap them in there and stop it, and then you just fight for your life.
It'll take some time to get that arranged, perhaps days.
We could just send some troops.
You
down
don't
there
have
now.
days. Do your best you can.
I can
Do you know how these things go?
I do. Very well then. With your permission.
And then make sure you pick your best dozen archers to be on that wall at the battlements, with their, I'm assuming the higher up there, if there's towers there, archers will have a little bit better range as well, besides the ballista.
That's correct. He does tell you, though, that the orcs set up their embankments well out of arrow shot range.
Right, but as they move closer to the giants are still going to have to get within arrow range to throw their boulders.
Giants have much greater range than arrows, more than likely.
Do they?
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
Giants are crazy shots with rocks.
Right, but still, there's still a range, on it. That's what I was asking. a longbow's got a hell of a range.
What's the range on the
Especially
longbow?
from a wall.
What's the range on the longbow?
120 at disadvantage.
Like 120 yards?
Yeah, well, at disadvantage though.
Deep.
It's 60 for normal advantage.
What's the maximum range on a longbow?
I think it's 120. I'm looking at it.
I think it's like 400.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was 120. Longbow.
I have to look at an extra description, maybe.
Sure. Oh,
Can I travel down the tunnel?
longbow. Oh, 600. My bad.
600.
It's
Okay.
It's 150 normal.
Okay.
600.
So yeah, the old man collaborates and agrees that bows way outrange rock throwing from
Right.
giants. Absolutely.
So, a good dozen archers on the wall should. This arrow should hit.
We're planning on going that way, right?
Towards the catapult and stuff?
Right. So the giants are going to get in range of tossing the boulders, so we don't really need.
How many guys are
archers.
over there, though? We don't know what our... We can't just stroll
That's-
out and...
well,
Right.
that
So
way.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we have at least a good dozen archers to cover our back along with the ballista, we should be okay, and then the rest of the archers and men can worry about defending the walls of the keep.
right. So roughly, there are roughly 200 orcs stationed here, 200 on this side, and probably nearly 500 in the main encampment. And there are patrols on dire wolves back this way.
So,
It's those patrols on the wolves that have the greatest chance of finding the back entrance.
right. That's why 6 people in the tunnel, all 6 guys working on creating a trap.
We'll do that.
Right.
And then you guys are going to go after the catapults.
And the giants.
Instead of covering us, can we just have all our forces taking out those patrols in the back?
You want to empty the keep?
Not all of our. I mean, I'm just saying instead of putting extra archers over here, take those archers and start picking off those patrols behind us.
They're all staying out of arrow range. The orcs have been... This is very unusual for orcs. Orcs are wild and careless. These aren't hobgoblins. Hobgoblins are of the highest military order. These are orcs.
Somebody's ordering.
Somebody is
Yeah, what if we try to
directing
make contact with that person?
How?
I don't know, walk out with a white flag. How do people normally do it?
Yeah, do we see a command station at all?
There is a command station now that you ask about it. I was wondering how long it would take you.
You should
So-
have volunteered this information. You're our consul.
Yeah. Starting to question making you lieutenant.
Casey, you're back in charge.
You want her in charge? You want her calling the shots? Or do you want some expert advice, boy?
Maybe
I've been fighting wars since you were sucking on your mom's teats.
You let this you
Tell
let the
me more
castle
about
get
these mom's
overthrown.
teats.
Oh my god.
The castle has
All
been
right,
overthrown.
all right,
I'm
all
just
right,
going
all
to
right.
put that out there.
Let's hear what you have to say. This is
Where's the command tent?
Smack dab in the middle. It's on a mound that has been fortified with stakes. It's a large tent.
How far away?
How far away? Half a mile.
What's the range on fireball?
Not half a mile.
Well, I was thinking how far a range the ballista could shoot. Twing, twing,
Half a
twing.
mile is what, 800 yards, roughly?
I think we were.
We would
I
run out
thought
of
we started this
ammunition.
conversation
What's
figuring out who was there.
You just start. We
Determine
would
motives,
expend
have
our
a
ammunition most
conversation,
likely before we
not
can do any
initiate
notable
the-
damage.
Assault.
I would, again, yeah, it's still a better idea just keep a good dozen archers covering our back and the ballista going
How
towards
long
the
does your
catapult.
greater invisibility last?
An hour.
You should know that from the command tent, every evening, once dark has fallen, there are flames that fly through the air. Originating at the command tent, we've observed this the last couple of nights. Flames will fly up into the air, circle the castle, and then go around about. We have been unable to determine exactly what they are, but something flaming originates there.
Well, the last person we knew that was associated with this orc army was Paxton, who has a dragon at least.
But it's a white dragon, and they breathe cold.
Mm.
So, we
It
know
looks,
that.
it looks more like
I don't know
about.
anything about white dragons.
You what?
It looks more like
Oh, white dragon.
20 to 30 specks of flame
So it could be
moving
spells.
through the air. Like that.
Can we do an Arcana check?
Yeah, do I recognize any creatures like this?
That would what?
That would like.
His description of it, can we roll Arcana or Nature?
If you are proficient in Arcana, you may roll an Arcana. All of you are proficient in Arcana?
And I rolled a 22.
26.
I'm not.
26.
13.
So, from his description, you would guess that it is some sort of flying creature, okay, that trails fire when it flies.
Nightmare?
Army of phoenixes.
That is the first thing that comes to your mind. Nightmares, which are basically horses from the, from the abyss or the nine hells, fiendish horses that have hooves of fire and manes of fire and that breathe fire. That is your first guess. From what he describes and your knowledge of these types of
If he's
creatures.
saying he sees 20, that means 5.
Does he know what kind of giants are manning the catapults or over there that
I
he's
hope he
seen?
means 5, right?
Has he been able to
No,
identify
maybe
them?
I'll count as 1.
Well,
The train, each hoof train.
I can tell you for certain that one of
I
them,
think it's 20 of them.
looks to be a frost
Not
giant.
good. Whew. 20 of them is a lot. That's a lot.
Okay.
Well,
So, the reason why I'm trying to get a beat on this is because we have to determine if we're really going to be able to handle this war, or if we need to find a way to figure out to talk to somebody.
That's what I was thinking.
Because this is a lot. This is a lot.
I mean, we could just try to, like, not necessarily take on the giants, but at least sabotage the catapults.
Right.
That
So we can
goes
see
without. We have to do something about that.
Well,
we do. But
is it feasible with greater invisibility for you to get to the command tent, look around, and get back without being detected? Is that something you think you can do?
I can get to the command tent easily.
But without being like,
Yeah, I can just Arcane
Yeah.
Eye.
I
oh,
can,
Or-
So the large man with the big belly, double chin, and baldness comes forward at this point and says, "Now that you're talking about infiltrating the enemy, I do believe I might have a solution." He does a little hand gesture and does a little magic trick. It's prestidigitation. You notice it's a minor thing. He says, "I'm a man of no small means. I can make all of you look like orcs, or whatever you wish, if that is helpful for you in infiltrating the enemy and striking at the targets that you deem necessary."
mass polymorph.
How long would that last?
8 hours, my good man.
that's enough time.
So let's
we-
go deal with the catapults. The giants come back, recover our wounds, rest up a little bit. Let dude make us
Well,
look like orcs.
let's ask. Okay, so based
the
on
thing is, there's 200
I don't have
orcs
I don't have
over there.
strategy to be able to tell this, but based on military strategist, our gentleman here, how long do you think that setup at the catapult's going to take? You think they're going to strike any time, or do you think it's going to take a while yet?
Yes, they're definitely getting that set up. They're definitely amassing. I should mention that the orcs all have tower shields that once they begin rushing us, it's going to nullify most of our arrow fire that we have. The catapults are definitely getting ready, for sure, sometime soon.
How long has the army been here?
2 days now.
Okay, so we need to do both of those things. Can we do both of those things in disguise?
Well,
Could we make it out there, sabotage those?
if we cut off, if we cripple the command tent, right? The the rest of the army flees.
Except they're not operating under command at the moment on either side. So I feel like we need to disable those now, but we can get in there and just take care of them. Take care of those temporarily so that we have long enough to deal with the command tent situation.
My only concern is that us lighting those on fire or whatever our solution to breaking those is it just prompts the assault.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's true. Well, that's true. So that's the question. Can we sabotage them in a way that wouldn't do that?
Does he know
I
anything
don't know
about
much
siege
about
warfare to effectively
engineering.
sabotage the catapult?
Right.
So they
Right.
won't know it until they go to use
Exactly,
it, and then
right.
the arm backfires on them.
I'm not going to have the NPC give you information like that.
No.
You're gonna
What
have
about
to
the
use your
engineer,
own
the combat engineer?
brain. You guys will have to use your own brains to figure out a solution to this.
That's fine. So there has to be.
Even
I was gonna say there's got to be some skill that we can put into that. I don't know what it is. It's not what I have. I can tell you that.
Are there schematics of catapults? In the
Be like an
grounds?
investigation check when we get there.
Schematics of a catapult.
Of your standard catapult and how to build one.
I'm sure I could have one of my boys put one together for you if you.
What about
The
your
thing is,
the
even if we
engineer?
start fighting over there,
Yeah, they could
what's
probably-
stopping them from just calling in the main forces?
That's what I'm saying. I feel like if it becomes a fight, it just prompts the assault.
I agree.
Exactly.
That's kind of what I was referring to. Is I'm worried.
That's why we do
I'm
it.
worried if we head for the command tent, we're giving them time to assault the keep.
But they've been. I don't know. They have been so systematic about this. They're clearly trying to avoid losses. I mean, they have these tower shields. They're operating under such alien techniques and strategies for orcs. I don't know that they would necessarily assault just because you attack them, because they're trying to avoid losses. It's clear.
What would you put their tactics and strategy akin to?
It looks like somebody with a mind is directing them and somehow holding them together. If you look out among them, you can see that there are at least a couple different clans, possibly tribes, working together. Some force is holding them together. Orcs don't usually gather in these sizes.
He said he can make us look like anything?
Anything.
Anyone, maybe?
Anything, my good man.
What if... do you have any, messenger ravens or anything like that we could send to the tent?
Messenger ravens.
We could say, send our familiar with a note.
What if we tell them the war wizards are here? And that they should leave now?
That's a threat, though. They might respond in time.
Yeah.
Also, something else we gotta think about. If we do take out their command, this group that's holding all these orcs in order,
Could fall apart.
what's gonna happen in the
Well,
aftermath?
it might be more likely you will get some that will assault the keep, and you'll get some that will assault each other. If there are tribes out there, I know orcs will lose a little bit, and they tend to be tribal, and then they'll start trying to, run over each other.
They're gonna go after each other to find out who's the strongest.
Exactly.
To lead the remnants to then attack the keep, which
Correct.
buys time. So.
And also, they might just start charging the fortress without the shield things and whatnot, and the archers can just start picking them off.
Because then they'll be undisciplined.
Yeah, they're just gonna be charging in.
Mm-hmm.
So do we split the party up to a couple of us go sabotage the
I feel
catapults?
like that's a bad idea.
It's a good idea.
It's a
I like that idea, Donjo.
Bad idea.
That's a good idea.
How far are the catapults? No, seriously though. How far are the catapults from the command tent? Based on what
Well,
they're describing?
command tent?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the command tent.
The command tent's like a half a mile away.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, and these guys are probably about bow shot range is 400, so they're
600.
probably 600. So they're probably going to be about almost a half a mile themselves to make sure that they're well out of bow shot range.
Alright, so...
At this point, the door to the room is flung open, and a soldier comes rushing in, clearly out of breath, and he says, "It's begun! Battering ram is on the ramp! It's coming up!"
Raise the drawbridge.
There's no drawbridge.
Well, you said ramps. I mean,
The ramp. There's a ramp that leads up
It's like an
the
earth
cliff.
ramp.
Yeah, up to there.
Not it was like an earthen ramp, right?
An earthen ramp.
Okay.
It's and then the old Casey's like, her face goes white and she says, "Oh fuck, what do we do?" The old
Slap her. Calm yourself, woman.
the old man says, "Damn it! That battering ram is made out of solid steel from what I saw."
The people carrying it aren't.
Yeah.
How long
Hey,
is
Steel.
how long
dare
is
you.
Wild Horse live? How long does
Wait,
Wild
solid
Horse
steel.
last?
Wait, solid steel.
Heat metal.
Heat metal, there's lightning, there's lots of things that'll make him drop that thing.
Heat metal. This is a very large. Okay, so anyway,
Heat metal might not be good.
No, I don't.
Wait.
He uses heat metal from time to time. That's
long
all I
does
know
wall
about
force
Heat
it.
metal on a sword, or heat metal on a battering ram the size of a ship.
What's
Just
that?
saying
A minute.
10
A minute?
minutes.
Oh,
So they're using this battering ram on our front door, right?
Not yet. It's on the ramp. heading that
So
way.
the old man, he looks at you and is like, "There's no time for discussion.
Yep.
We need action. Will you stop this thing?"
Can you use your rod of immovable force?
We're going to do it.
Wall?
And then, as you guys are in there, the entire room kind of shakes a little bit.
What are our archers doing?
And there's the catapult.
There's the catapult.
Damn it! Let's show you the what do you call that thing? The sortie door. What the hell is that? The Sallyport. Sallyport. There we go.
Sallyport.
Sallyport. You know where the Sallyport is, yes?
Let's go.
Can you stop the battering ram?
We don't have any choice. We gotta go.
We gotta
Let's
go get stop the battering.
Make this look like orcs real quick in case it comes in handy. Quickly.
Okay. Yeah. He begins casting a
It's not a
spell.
bad idea.
And he casts it on the 5 of you, and you all look like orcs now.
Cool.
I was the most
It might
attractive one.
solve
I'll
confusion.
tell Casey to spread the word that there's
I'll-
5 of us.
Hold on,
disguised as orcs.
Nigel. Let's roll for that.
Are you trying to save against it,
Actually, just roll a d20.
or trying to be a
Roll
cute
a
orc?
I'm
d20.
trying to be a cute orc.
I got
That's going to
19.
be an 8.
An 8?
Yes.
Nigel, you are actually the most hideous orc you have ever seen.
I
Actually,
can't see myself. I can't.
Yeah,
see
you can't see yourself.
Until you walk by the mirror in the
everybody
wall there.
everybody else.
We just-
No, that's funny because we hear him say, "I'm clearly the most attractive orc." We're like,
We're like,
Yeah,
"You certainly."
Look
Clearly,
at
I
this
don't-
shiny shield!
Excuse me.
I don't pick up on social cues.
You have a little
either.
pus right here.
Oh, I also.
As long as I don't lose any more charisma, I'm good.
All right.
Archers can't even take down a battering ram.
Just a little
Alright,
facial.
If they
facial
could,
blemish, right?
you guys would have nothing to do in this world.
I mean, the catapults and everything are still a problem. The battering ram should not be.
All right, then don't do anything and let's see what happens.
No, the battering ram. We should. I think the battering ram's easily taken care of.
Well, right. That's what
I mean, I think that we should be able to easily. I do believe again. I think electricity should make them drop it. So that should be simple enough.
I mean, death will make him drop it too.
Well, yeah.
Luke, what did we say about we mentioned whether or not electricity would conduct through water or stuff like that, or since it's magical electricity, it doesn't do that.
It's just unaffected.
Right.
It's like it's not there.
So if it's but I think heat metal specifically says that.
If the spell description says something in particular, then that's a thing.
All right, that's what I mean.
Well, I mean, a lightning bolt would still hit a row of them on one side of it.
It still
and
would.
cause
Yeah,
them
that
to
would
drop
still
it.
be.
I forget you can cast lightning bolt, right?
I have a wand.
Yeah, he's got the wand that. Have you used any charges of that yet?
Yeah, like the first time I got it, I used a ton, but
And the person, he got it from used it, I think, once or twice.
yeah. It's got, I think, 6 or 7 charges there.
Okay, so what you guys see, so you come out the sally port, right?
As we're charging the Sallyport, I'm gonna bring out my familiar though in my pocket.
So you're gonna get your familiar back out?
Yeah,
Okay, you have your familiar out. Do you have a mini for your familiar?
I don't still.
Oh my
I probably should get one. Huh?
Jeez. Many times I kill your familiar.
I know. That's why I'm like he's just gonna die anyways. What's the point of taking time to get one?
Just draw him up on a piece of paper, and then you can just erase him every once in a while.
Your familiar is fading like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
So as you guys exit the sally port, and it closes behind you with a thud of finality, you guys can see a massive gargantuan, it's a battering ram, I don't know what you want to call these things. It has a galley over top of it, completely made out of iron.
Canopy.
Yeah, like a canopy over top of it. There's it looks like it's an iron construction. The battering ram itself is made out of iron. It has a massive gargoyle-ish type, head on it. And there are posts driven through, and you can see pushing the battering ram. Now that you have a little bit of better angle on it, and you can actually see inside of it, are 3 massive creatures. They look like this.
Ooh,
Hill giants.
Nigel's into her.
Oh yeah.
She's got tits. Not just all over that.
Behind these giants, and these are huge creatures. So, 15, 20 feet tall or so. These are massive creatures. So this battering ram is gargantuan. Absolutely gigantic. This is not a battering ram that humans would use. These are obviously giants and a giant-sized battering ram. You estimate that the front gates would not stand for long against this thing, especially driven by giants. Behind them are half a dozen orcs. They're kind of behind, so you got the battering ram and the giants kind of pushing it forward. Behind the battering ram are these orcs, and these orcs have huge door shields held up at an angle like this. And they're just kind of marching in formation, basically making it so they're impervious to arrow fire while they're like this. It looks like they're there to support the giants and the battering ram. And as you guys come off the sally port, you can also see that farther down the ramp here, all of the orcs, it looks like, are amassing to begin a rush up the ramp. You can see orcs over on these areas here. It looks like they're amassing as well. You can see scaling ladders and things of that sort. Your guess would be that should that battering ram succeed, that would be the cue for everybody else to swoop in.
How many giants were there again? Sorry.
3. There are
So-
3 of them.
How are they positioned? Is there 2 in the back of the ram and 1 in the front, or?
So you guys are coming out of this sally port. Let's get some stuff drawn up for you.
What's the terrain? Is it rock? Is it earth?
You're up on a ledge, so there's probably a little bit of dirt. Most of this is going to be rock. Okay, there's probably some loose dirt over top of it from vegetation dying over the years and just accumulating into dirt. But down below it, you're definitely going to have rock because you're up on this ridge.
This is a pretty intense music too.
Oh yeah.
I just started playing Skyrim again for the first time in a couple of years.
Oh, the game's amazing.
And
Do you
I
have
forgot
a
how
Switch?
awesome the music is. No,
No.
I've been playing on PC, but...
I had to resist on Black Friday buying a Switch, but nothing was on sale. I was like,
Actually,
no.
I saw they
I
had
bought a
the
Switch this week too.
Super Nintendo Classic. Best Buy had a ton of them. I almost bought one.
Oh really?
But then I was like, I have all those games on my Wii, so...
Yeah.
I realized I wouldn't.
Except for Star Fox 2.
Oh, yeah, I've never played the original one.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, perfect. 40 feet across.
What's the movement speed on a owl? Or
65, I think.
he's
I should just print those sheets I have.
Yeah, because I don't think Owl's actually in here. It's really annoying.
Sure, copy it.
Oh wait, no, it isn't.
Yeah.
Something wasn't in here before.
Need to.
60 fly. Now it's gonna be 30 feet in the air. Just out of breath range. These hill giants are gonna have some kind of dragon breath, I know it. That's a good idea.
Definitely fire breathing giants.
Hey.
That's what I'm thinking. Cast that.
Excuse me.
Cast that for my instrument.
The problem with that is it's a strength track and they're going to have awesome strength. I have a couple spells that are like that. I have a scroll of this stuff.
Yeah.
That'll turn the entire area into
Well, so
flowing mud.
one thought I had was you could put a wall of fire down if there's 2 on one side of it. You put the wall of fire right down the one side.
I just read your fortune fell out. Nice.
Yes, my fortune says we will level today.
At least have it be difficult terrain. Even if it doesn't entangle them.
It,
Oh, they're-
1 foot takes 4 feet of movement is what it does. So yeah, basically you'd only move 5 or 10 feet.
Holy jumping.
I like this mini. This one's pretty cool. These guys are in formation off the map a little bit. I'm gonna get them kind of set up.
For those guys that have the shields, or do they actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
these are the guys that got the shields.
Those giants, are they still considered minis if they're that big?
They're regulars. They're regulars.
I think you just took 2d6 psychic damage from that thought.
I did.
Hey, I'm attuned to my instrument.
Alright, so you got the battering ram here, the giants are underneath the gallery of it.
Well, how many is it gonna do?
Roof. These guys are behind it.
Stop.
They can obviously see you right now. They are continuing to push the battering ram forward. What are you guys doing?
Should we roll initiative? I don't know.
I'm going to.
I'm gonna cast some
yeah.
Thrall and Tingle.
Sounds like you guys are all preparing for battle.
Yeah.
These guys are streaming forward. These guys, the orcs from behind here, are now beginning to rush forward around these guys here. And let me get a picture. And yeah, it sounds like we're rolling for initiative.
Oh yeah, I'm going dead.
When I heard there was a battering ram,
see a
I was
good
going to
choice
try
right
and do
now.
a really cool thing and jump up on the battering. But I don't think that's possible anymore.
I mean, it could. I wouldn't
I mean-
recommend it.
I could try, but I feel like it might just be face planting in the front of a battering ram.
So,
Yeah, but we look like orcs right now.
being short on time, we're gonna have to deal with these giants first. But I think we have to have a solution that we do after that, and that's not gonna be fight 1,000 more orcs. So.
Right.
Right now, you guys all look like orcs.
It's
Yeah,
true.
but we're gonna be
Oh,
coming
yeah.
out of the castle.
Right. Yes, correct.
I can stop the ram, for sure.
Yeah, you can do a movable wall, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna transmute rock.
Okay.
Just gonna turn all the rock in a 40-foot cube in front of them into flowing mud. So they'll get stuck.
Alright, initiatives. Eladin's familiar.
Well, got a 6.
Nigel.
We
Eladin.
got 6. I got a 26.
26, nice. Xavier.
0.
Belgarath.
19.
You're not called Belgarath anymore. are you?
6.
You're,
No,
I
it's
told
okay
him.
though.
you're Belwar. Okay.
What did you get me, son?
What was it again?
19.
19.
You have somebody water down.
I knew what you meant.
Rusty.
You have somebody water down.
Is that?
Owl? Is that you?
Oh,
That's still
I got. I was 5.
5?
Yeah.
Does your owl have a name?
No. It's different. I summon a different one every time. so
Torin.
his name
Simon.
is Trusty Owl.
Oh, I have Belwar. Here's Belwar.
So mine says Eladin's familiar and his just says owl.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a name.
Mine doesn't have Eladin's familiar is not its name.
Sure it is. Summon. How you doing, Eladin's familiar?
What's this guy's name? Xavier's familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, mine doesn't have a name. You're right. I just
Mine doesn't have a name because he dies so often. I don't want to make an attachment.
you've never had
by
time to
naming
even
him.
say
Yeah.
a word
Right.
or give him a name before
There.
he
Is that,
dies.
I wrote it down. Okay. Is that cool?
I'm not sure.
All right, Eladin, you're up.
Sweet. So I'm going to use my trusty scroll of transmute rod,
It's like on The Simpsons.
which
Smoke
is worth
snowball
so
number
much
4.
money, but seems like the best time to use it. Range is 120 feet. I think I can get. Yeah. So transmute rock creates a 40 by 40 cube, and I'm going to transmute rock to mud if the ground is rock. But you said it mostly would be.
Yeah, there's probably like a few inches of topsoil. So that works.
So I'm going to make a 40-foot cube.
Yep. Go ahead and draw it out. That's 45. No, it's not. Never mind. Never mind.
Does it say 40 feet on the scroll?
40-foot cube.
Dang.
You choose an area of
I did
stone
go
or
5
mud
too far though.
that you can see that fits within a 40-foot cube and then within range.
That's what I was like, dang, it just so happens the battering ram is 40 feet. How?
Yeah, it's 45 because he's got that middle thing. Our door was 40 feet. That's what threw me off. Well, I don't want to draw on your minis, but it goes
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Each foot that a creature moves to the mud costs 4 feet of movement, and any creature on the ground when you cast a spell make a saving throw. A creature... Okay, so you just cast that, so that was your action to cast that. And so then these guys are more than halfway into it. So it sounds like they need to make a saving throw. A creature must also make the saving throw. On a failed save, the creature sinks into the mud and is restrained, though it can use an action to end the restrained condition on itself by pulling itself free of the mud. If you cast the spell on a ceiling, the mud... Okay. Alright, so strength saving throw. Wow, these guys have crappy strength. What's the DC?
Really? I thought it'd be amazing.
Right. What's the DC?
16, but this one is going to get a 4.
Alright, that's one of your portents, damn it. And then the other one... I also got a 4. Alright, so both of these guys sink into the mud. I'm going to put them prone. They're not really prone. They're just restrained as they sink into the mud. So these two right here, the whole area of rock becomes mud, and these guys stumble. They sink in up to the hips in mud. And both of them, their eyes go wide, and they look at you, and they yell at you in orc. I don't know if you understand orc, but some of you understand orc. It's very patchy orc, but one of them says, "What the hell? On the same team, fool!"
Does the battering ram get lowered when they get lowered? Like the front of it?
The battering ram is partially in the mud, so the front part of it is beginning to sink a little bit. But I mean, a lot of the structure is outside of it, and so it's just
He wants to run up it like
it's going to hit the rock.
I know.
You want to what?
I want to run up it.
I mean, it sunk a little bit, so it pitched forward a little bit, but not a whole lot. Most of it's outside of there. Any movement, sir?
Sure.
How much was that
Can I
scroll
assume
worth?
this is on my
That's
shoulder?
10,000.
Yeah, it's a level 5 spell. To buy it would have been 10,000.
Wow.
Can I assume he's on my shoulder, or will he not move with me? I don't know.
He's on your shoulder, sure.
Think about how much damage that ram would have done to the keep. It would have been 5,000 gold worth of damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would make Waterdeep pay for it.
Belwar, you're up.
Okay, polymorph.
And yourself?
Myself, I'm polymorphing into a T-Rex because I
Okay.
can't find the stats on the Brontosaurus, which is better, and I found it last time I did it.
It's under dinosaur, not bee.
No, it wasn't under. I found it somewhere.
What
and
size is a T-Rex?
Is it not in the index?
Huge.
It's huge.
Friggin' huge.
Friggin' huge.
Isn't that a real size?
Yeah, freaking huge.
But
It's one step
the
over
Brontosaurus has a shit ton more hit points.
What's gonna happen when we switch back? Can you be an orc again, or a human?
I'm a T-Rex that looks like an orc. I'm a giant looking T-Rex.
Orcish T-Rex.
We'll cross that bridge when you get there.
Right.
And
And then I'm going to move.
I think right now, I'm just going to say that you have polymorphed into what appears to be a huge orc. You're a massive orc. That's what you look like, though.
Cool.
It, like many illusionary things, it probably doesn't stand up to a physical inspection.
15. And then
Watch out for the red square.
Right, so there you go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay. So you are concentrating on that. Is that a concentration? Your
No.
transmort.
It is not a concentration.
His.
I don't know. Is a scroll? Does that still?
Yeah, it still would make a difference.
It's not.
It doesn't look like it is though.
Yeah.
So Belwar. Concentration on polymorph. All right. And
What?
all right. So this dude right here, he's like, "Whoa, orcs, betrayal, damn them!" He grabs the lip here, and he uses his action to pull himself out of here.
I don't understand how this spell actually works. It says, non-magical rock becomes an equal volume of thick and flowing mud that remains for the spell's duration.
Yeah.
The duration is instantaneous.
Oh shit.
But it still says, like,
Huh.
there's the opportunities to enter it and things like
Yeah.
that, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
That sounds like something I might have gotten errated. You're right. That doesn't make
Here,
any sense.
here we go. I'm sorry. Since I told you I want to do the Brontosaurus, can I still do that instead of the T-Rex?
Is it?
I found it. I had to find it.
Can you show it to me? Is
Yeah.
it in the monster manual?
It's a CR5 instead of CR8.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
It's a lower CR. I will not argue with that.
Cool. It has more hit points, better AC.
Probably
So-
less damage though, right?
Slightly less damage, but it's got a stomp attack that is kind of like a little bit of an area of effect. So,
Okay, sure. That's fine.
but it's a huge creature, or excuse me, it's a gargantuan beast instead of huge.
It's gargantuan?
Yep.
I don't have gargantuan size. Well, we're gonna say that you're a baby one.
Okay.
Same stats.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just a smaller
The
area.
runt. The
Cool.
runt,
All right. I'm gonna say it lasts a minute.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what it is. This one right here uses his action to pull himself out of this mud. And while he's in the mud, apparently it's like for every 1 foot he goes, it costs 4 feet of movement.
Yeah, so 5
Right.
would be 20.
So 5 would be 20. So if he's out, so what's that?
Did he move 5 feet?
Yeah.
So he moved 20. So another 5 feet would be 20 more.
What how long does that last?
That's what we're trying to figure out because the spell
Who said
doesn't
it's
make
gonna
a
be a
whole lot of
minute?
sense.
For now.
Yeah.
So with 40 feet of movement, that's as far as I can get, and I'm not quite halfway. More of my squares are equal amount are in it. So I'm gonna make another saving throw. I think when I end my turn there, I gotta make another one. A creature must also make this save the first time it enters the area or it ends its turn there. So I'm ending my turn there.
So he's the chance to sink in again.
So I have the chance to sink in
He's
again.
just leaving the ram behind.
Yeah, he's getting out of the mud. He's sinking into the mud, and you guys just betrayed him.
Yeah, because what happens if... So if it ends and the ram's like halfway
And
in the mud, does it just
he is stuck in the mud again. So this guy is stuck in the mud. In that square right there. This guy is using his action. And he is going to go that way, so that he's totally out of the mud.
So everything I found online says that the spell is permanent, but
That's
that
what I'm
seems
seeing,
ridiculous.
Well, no, they're saying that it's permanent because it happens instantaneously. And they're saying most instantaneous spells are permanent. They're saying that's the usual.
Yeah, because I would assume it was permanent. That's what I was saying. Because otherwise there would be weird mechanics.
It's
like,
permanent.
The
You just
battering ram
turn
is
it off
sunken
in the
into
mud.
the mud.
Now, how fast it flows, or if that's all DM discretion.
Okay. Alright, we'll go with that. Sounds good. Permanent. You just made a permanent pit of mud
You
in front
did.
of your castle.
So,
I mean,
give and take, right? That's exactly.
Build a bridge
You did
over
something
it
awesome,
later.
but yeah, now we have a
well,
giant. pit of mud
it's not
to
like with enough time and effort people couldn't dig out the mud. And,
Right, you could,
fix it or
right.
Whatever. but-
This guy right here.
It's definitely.
Let's go with the battering ram. He has like a sack. Like he fishes around in a sack and pulls out a massive rock, and he hurls this rock with all of his strength at this.
He's underneath the battering ram. How can he do that?
You're at the same level as the battering ram. The
No,
battering
It's like a fastball.
And he's-
Technically, I'm gargantuan. All he can see is my feet.
Okay, then he's throwing it at your feet.
Sure. The way you described the battering ram being enclosed on all the sides, I'm not seeing how he would throw a rock through, the front. Because you described it as being a skirt.
No, it's just a canopy. There's a canopy.
Right,
over,
it's over. Yeah.
over the
Yeah,
actual.
it's-
To prevent arrow fire and
You're right, it's a
oil
canopy
and
Is
that
it
all
goes
on
over
wheels or something? Like,
Yeah.
And it
or
has
is it
wheels.
being-
It has
okay.
wheels and stuff. Yeah.
It's not being held up by them.
He has a line of sight to you.
Okay.
Okay, there is a little canopy in the front here, but the front of it is not totally enclosed.
It's not like a fastball. It's just a straight trajectory.
Yeah, you're not that far away.
Was he throwing?
A big rock. A big rock.
30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 60 feet.
It's a 60-foot throw.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, what's his range on it?
Pretty far.
I know, Ray. I'm not cheating you, dude.
No, I'm just saying it might be a disadvantage.
I'm not cheating you. What's your armor class?
15.
I hit you. Dunk.
Sorry.
Is that the sound it made?
Dunk. All right. 9, 13, standby, 18 damage.
Okay.
And a concentration save.
17.
All right. That was that guy.
That was on the die. I get to add in my, what, Constitution to that?
Constitution modifier.
Okay, so it's been an 18.
And, all right, these guys.
Ooh. Oh, I forgot I go last. Maybe that's
Nice.
closer.
I go last.
No.
Unless you beat a 0. And by beat, I mean unless you lose to a 0.
Now I can use another 4th level spell slot to recast Polymorph if I lose again, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I did have it prepared, so. Cool. Just making sure.
So,
You can use your 5th level spell slot to do it too.
yeah, there's so
What's
many
that?
orcs.
So you could use your 5th level spell slot to do it too.
Is that
Well, the advantage of doing that, then it lets me go into a higher. I think you get a higher challenge rating of creatures.
Do you? Yeah, I don't know. Some spells don't actually scale like that. Like there's no benefit to casting them higher. It's just
Like shield, doesn't matter what I
Yeah.
cast that. Which it sucks. Every time I'm like, I gotta cast it at 2nd level because I'm out of 1st level. But I really don't want to get hit by this giant thing. So
I'd much rather be able to just cast a spell. Oh, yeah, that's such a-
All right, so the orcs all surge forward at an amazing clip.
Actually works out for me. 'Cause I
Does it
had
look like their
I
movement
did
was
move,
enhanced
like-
magically?
to remove like
It's
30
much faster than a humanoid their size would normally be able to move at.
Okay.
And then they hurl javelins at. Well, you're a good target, and you're a good target. So you're gonna get 3 javelins at you.
if it makes anything better, all javelins are coming at me because of my right
Only within 5 feet of you.
10 feet.
10 feet?
Yeah.
Yep. Then they're all coming at you.
Okay.
What's your armor class?
What'd you do? Attune to that shield?
21.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been attuned to the shield. It's a curse, but it's also
Kinda
kind of
nice.
benefit for everyone else in the party.
Although the
It's like the
paladin probably
first
has some
time,
pretty
like-
good armor.
Yeah, I
too.
need to know what your armor class is.
Oh, 21.
He can't hit you anyway, so.
Well, I mean, so that's why it's like if someone's trying to shoot them and they're close to me,
Right.
it's like, hey, that's kind of good.
Hey, that one hit.
That's a good one.
What out of 6?
What number was that? The 5th attack?
I think it was.
You're doing it 7 times.
No, the 7th attack. So you were throwing, each one of them was throwing, right? So you've got
Yeah.
like 8
I'll
attacks.
cast shield.
Wait, you've only got one.
Casting shield.
Oh, okay, 6. Sorry.
Okay, which makes your armor class.
26.
All right, and in that case, it's going to miss.
Oh.
All right, all the javelins miss you.
Never mind.
That's why I
Ian,
figured.
you're up.
I don't
Yes,
know if
I
I would
am.
know if that's metagaming, but I was like, I don't want to cast shield on this because he's almost done with his javelin throw.
That's why I was asking which number was
Yeah.
that?
I was like, I'll just do it because I think that's what I'd do. But
So we're obviously going to be in some kind of fight. So, I think probably the best thing for me to do, I have a 30-foot. How far is he? Is he 30 feet from here? Can I reach?
Who?
The big,
This guy?
yeah, Belwar.
He's within
Yes.
30 feet of you. Yes.
The Belwar. The Belwar thing.
that work thing.
Okay,
I'm not.
so you are also, you're the 2 I'm concerned about. Because the other people won't affect it. So myself and those 2, I want to cast Bless on. I can do 3 people.
What's that do? I know.
You get a
Gives us a
D4
+1 to hit.
to your attack rolls.
A D4 to your attack rolls and a D4 to save throws.
Nice. On all of them?
Wait, I don't. Is it saving throws?
I believe
Sure.
so.
I don't think
Checking
it's
again.
saving. I think it's skill checks, but check it for us.
I'm pretty sure saving throws. I'm gonna double check. I'm doing it right now. Right, Neo.
How long does Bless last?
1 minute concentration,
Yep.
I think.
1 minute.
So I take up a 20-foot by 20-foot or larger square as a gargantuan creature. I will have to get a mini that represents that.
And then you'll bring it to the sessions.
I will.
Yeah, 1 minute concentration.
I will find me a Brontosaurus and a T-Rex mini to bring.
All right, you guys have bless on you. Any movement, Ian?
So it gives us a D4 to hit.
No movement for me.
Nigel.
So yeah, it says whenever you make a target, an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, you roll a D4 and add it to it. Either one.
Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Nigel.
Me so good.
I'm going to cast. So yeah.
These are the 3 I wanted it on anyway. I
Um,
kind of wanted it on you.
Nigel starts playing his new
You're
instrument.
no, what's magic?
Starts drumming on it.
You're strumming it, man. You're strumming it up.
And,
Just to attack rolls.
and from this instrument,
What's that?
I'm going
Just
to
attack
cast
rolls.
Entangle.
Attack and saves.
That's using the instrument.
So
Yep.
D4 to attacks, D4 to
So it's a 20-foot
just
square.
for a minute. Hopefully it doesn't end.
So,
that'll give me
10, 15, 20.
Mud.
Alright, I won't be able to get them all, so I'm going to try to go.
Yeah, you can get 5 no matter how you do it.
So you get
Yeah.
a minimum
Oh, that
of
guy's-
plus
one
one.
of them-
but
One of them will get left out.
could be more.
Alright. So I'm going to try to get
That's gonna give me like
5, 10, 15, 20, right?
plus 10 on my attacks.
Right here is the square that will get the majority of them.
That's what I want.
That's probably pretty good because the guy you're leaving out is right next to the mud, so he doesn't have a whole lot
It's got a
of.
nice little alley to walk through.
Yeah.
there.
That is what Hit pattern.
No, that's Entangle.
Entangle.
So,
How's that work?
grasping weeds and vines sprout up from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast a spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use this action to make a strength check against my spell DC. On success, it frees itself. The spell ends. When the spell ends, the counter plates wilt away.
What's the save DC?
That's going to be a 17, I think. Yeah.
These two were not restrained. These three were.
And it's still difficult terrain for them,
Yep.
though?
And it's still difficult terrain. So they're restrained.
Alright, so that was my action.
30.
And just movement here. 5, 10. I'm gonna hide behind somebody.
Hide behind me.
Huh?
Hide behind me.
Uh,
I'm serious. That's my job. Hide behind me.
I'm gonna go 5, 10. And stop right there.
Oh, I was like, what's this guy?
Because I
He's
know,
the
like,
evil
anything that's thrown is gonna go
minion
towards
there.
him.
Eladin, you're familiar? Anything?
Nope.
All right, Eladin's familiar. Nothing.
Alright, now I gotta read to see
Xavier's
what
familiar.
restrained means.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
I just want him like 30 foot in the sky above right here.
So he's 30 feet up.
Yeah, above that.
Okay, familiar is 30 feet up. Got it. Xavier, you.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I am going to I'm going to use 4 charges on my Blizzard Sword, and I'm going to cast Snorlax Snowball Swarm.
Okay, what's that do?
5 foot radius, all creatures take 3d6 cold damage, and it's saved on half.
Okay, where is it? Where you? 5 foot radius.
So
you're gonna
this would get those 4, right? Right now.
Put it right there.
Yeah.
And then it's a 5 foot radius. Yep, that'll get those 4.
Yeah, so I'll do it right there. And the save is a 13.
It's a 13.
It's a dex save, 13.
Okay, how much is the damage? Roll the damage for me.
6. So these 2.
Is that 2 ones?
Yeah. Oh, but a 6, so 8.
8?
8 or 4 if they make their saves.
8 or 4. All right.
I always think that thing's gonna be good, and then it does that, but I don't really have much.
And the
other
save is a
options.
13. What kind of save is it?
Dex.
Dexterity save. Eight or 4.
Yeah.
All right.
blizzard comes down on them, and some of them appear to be very, very messed up by this. One of them kind of shakes it off and then, knocks the icicle off its nose. Doesn't seem to be too phased by it. The other ones are like, what's that?
Very messed up, meaning like they almost died, or just like
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, very messed up. These ones took the brunt of it.
They are just orcs.
Yeah, but well.
Magically enhanced.
But they are orcs.
All right, discuss.
I'm gonna get within 20 feet and smack the shit out of one of them giants.
I figured you were. That's why I was getting you blessed.
I'm going to use, hopefully I get like high enough initiative. I'm going to use
Giants are going
Fairy
to
Fire.
die.
It gives advantage to attacks on those orcs.
Right.
Nice. I mean, I'm probably just going to go one by one and start trying to attack
Oh, wait,
them.
these
I don't really have
spells
many
I'm
AoE.
casting.
I could cast Shatter, but I don't know if I want
I think I'm
That's
gonna.
what I got last time. Actually, Nellaby gave me that before she went back to
The real Nellaby.
The real one, yeah. Cool.
Wait, there's more than one Ellaby?
I'm thinking that.
Never would have known.
I'm thinking that based on what we're doing here, that I'm just gonna support. I'm
So
not
I
gonna
got-
rush into combat.
I'm not using my spell slot. You should be looking pretty good.
I have heals and stuff I can
Great.
toss around as you.
Stupid owl.
I gotta run to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Did the real Nellaby give me this?
What?
Did the real Nellaby give me this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Oh, because
She was thinking about not. She's like, oh, you're the bard in the party.
Yeah, then I
maybe
don't have a reward.
maybe I don't have a reward.
All right, and I gave Demon Nellaby. I gave her Ash's Sandwich
Yeah.
loot.
Yeah.
you did.
So that worked out.
I want to find her.
I am gonna try and keep up with you guys, at least within a distance of you.
Movement?
I could cast Shatter, and if they got pretty messed up, Shatter should murder them.
So I'm thinking, depending on where you want to be, I know you're trying to make sure you have somebody to cover you, but I'm thinking I'm gonna move up within 15 feet or so of these guys so that they have my aura.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I'm fine, dude.
Did you have a T-Rex mini?
Bitch is $16.
No, that's normal cost. Mine
Oh,
would
it's
cost
10 feet. I'm not 30 feet yet. I gotta get a level.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm not quite there.
So that means you're still gonna
And
spend
so
that
I
time.
bought a Necron like 40k like starter set thing.
Those are saves though.
It was so many things to put
Do you think
together.
we're
I've
gonna
never
need
put together
additional-
like minis like that.
Do you think we're
before.
gonna need additional pluses to saves?
Holy
No,
crap.
I don't see anything here we're gonna need saves for.
nothing.
So I don't know if I need to be within you. If you guys need to be within my aura protection right now.
I have advantage on wisdom.
No one-
savings and
No one's
charisma
casting.
saves.
Right, I didn't see
As of
it.
now, we don't. See
As of
casting.
now, right?
All right, roll initiative.
Luke, do you got a picture of what those orcs look like? Do they all
Yeah.
look the same?
Yeah, the orcs mostly look the same.
Okay. None of them look
course.
like a casting
Well,
orc.
see,
I-
I want y'all
one-
to know
one of-
that I
one
said
of
I'm not
them
attacking,
has-
I'm supporting, right?
One of the
Because of
orcs
my
has a
initiative.
bandolier of
It's
wands
amazing.
around
It's
his
amazing
chest,
because I'm not doing shit. So it's
20.
It's a 19.
and
What?
scroll
I dropped a
cases,
20 on
Yeah.
initiative.
and a couple large
My
books
19 for
hanging
doing
from his belt.
not. That's the whole plan. Step.
Bail-
Well,
they
no,
all
this
look
is good
the
because
same.
it gives you the
I just
opportunity to
meant,
go
like-
first too.
Yeah,
Support us if need be.
to support.
Xavier,
3.
Wow, your pizza smells
you're so
way
predictable.
better.
Ian.
just walked by.
19.
It's like,
Eladin,
23.
Belwar,
22.
Eladin's familiar.
20.
Xavier's familiar.
4.
Owl.
owl.
Nigel,
7.
Eladin, you're up.
It's funny, I rolled a 3 and a 4, but the 4 was on my -1 and my 3 was on the +1, so they kind of swapped. Because Owl has +1
Ellen?
dex, I had -1 dex.
Yes.
You wrote the same.
What?
You essentially got the same initiative.
I need an action,
I'll
sir.
firebolt one of the words.
Which one you should have?
Let's see. The one that's not
Yeah,
intended.
that one that's like all fine over here.
In the alley.
That's the only orc I have left.
Oh, you got the other ones left.
Let me double check
Not
the
doing
management. I might not actually have to move.
This thing's problems.
Oh, I don't have to move. It's 120.
You can shoot the.
Hobby Lobby has brontosauruses and T-Rexes, pre-painted and everything.
That's fun.
The plastic.
Right. Toy ones.
They look cool. They're about the right size.
What was it?
A 20.
That's a hit.
I got all excited. I was like 2 10s, but that's actually a 1.
Oh.
11 damage.
Oh yeah, I was like, I got excited too. I was like, holy shit.
It is a 10, but that means it's a 1.
Hit, flash.
I might not cast Fairy Fire because by the time it gets to me, I really want to kill.
Alright, your firebolt slams into him, burning into his chest. He howls in agony. You can see exposed ribs, his breastbone and everything. He looks bad. Belwar.
Alrighty. Let's see. My movement is, I want to say 50, double checking. Yep, alrighty. He's prone. Let's see, so I can go 5, 10, 15.
I think it's prone, it's just in the
25,
mud.
30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and then it's 5, 10, 15, 20. God damn it, just out of range. Because I'm so tall, can I step over them?
Step over them?
Yeah, they're orcs. I have a huge...
You can do like an overrun thing with a bonus action, which would you would basically make a strength. You would make an athletics check, and they would, if they want to try to stop you, they could oppose it with an athletics check.
Okay. Does overrun do damage to them?
No, it allows you to move through their squares. Usually, you can't move through occupied squares.
Okay.
You would use a bonus action to try to get through their squares, basically.
Okay. So...
I mean, it would be-
5, 10...
So this is right here, right?
Yeah, what's the...
10.
So 5, 10,
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. What's your movement?
50.
45. If you are successful, I will allow you to get right here. That's as
Okay.
far as you can get. That would be your
That's
center
fine.
square.
My center square, so...
Yeah, you'd be
my
center.
front there, so
Yeah.
that would be my front, so 5, 10, he's in range. Okay, so yeah, what do I need to roll in?
An athletics check.
Athletics is strength, right? Yes. Alright, so 15 plus 5 is 20 total.
Yep, you get through there. Not a
Alright.
problem. You get 2 right there. What's your reach?
20 foot.
20-foot reach? Yeah, you can get him.
Alright, so...
And he's restrained, so you have advantage.
What's that?
He's restrained, so you have advantage.
Sweet! Okay, so... I'm gonna hit him with my stomp attack.
Okay. What does that do exactly?
It's bludgeoning damage if I hit him. He's gonna make a DC 15 strength.
Isn't that
Or
an area of
be
effect
prone.
you said?
Yeah, but nothing else is around him. Anything within 5 feet of him.
So it's not where you stomp your foot, it's you...
The 5 feet of the target, whatever I hit the target with. So I hit him.
Okay.
If somebody's within 5 feet
Gotcha.
of him. So,
Okay, alright, go ahead.
So I'm gonna hit him with that, and then
Let's resolve that first. Is that
Okay,
a save or is
that's-
that an attack roll?
This is an attack roll.
Okay.
And a D4 for bless. So yeah, that's going to be a 31.
31 to hit?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, so damage. 2, 3. So we got, ooh, nice. 12, 14, 15, 16, 20, 28, 29 plus 5. 34 points of damage to him.
Wow.
And then, is that another giant within 5 feet of him then?
You have a 20-foot range?
Well, yeah, I have a 20-foot reach to hit my primary target, but any creatures within the 5 feet of him, including...
Let me see the description, if you would.
says targets...
Yeah, I would like to read it.
where is it? I was reading it on that one, so I don't know if that'll be allowed. His stomp attacks get a 5-foot range in the Unearthed Arcana. I don't have a paper.
No, it doesn't. That's not in the description. It says, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. That's what
No,
this
there was
does.
another ruling on the stomp in Unearthed
No,
Arcana.
no. We're not doing stuff from Unearthed Arcana and stuff until I review it ahead of time.
Okay.
When you're running a monster or a stat thing, whatever it says in the stat block, that tells you what it can do.
Okay.
Okay.
So he's already knocked prone, so it's no effect to him.
He's
then.
not prone. He's restrained.
So you can knock him prone.
So this could potentially
cripple him, basically.
knock him prone. So this is a thing,
Okay.
but it's just this guy. So I'm restrained. I need to make a strength saving throw.
So if he fails, he's got to use half his movement to get up, but then I don't think he'll be able to move out of the mud because he won't have enough movement left to get out of the mud, I don't think, right?
I don't know, he moved 40 last time.
Oh.
But I don't know
All right.
exactly what squares he's in.
So I need to make a strength saving throw. That's my first step. And it's DC what?
14.
And I failed it. So I'm also prone now. I'm restrained, and somehow I got knocked prone while being restrained.
Sinking into the mud.
Wait, my movement, when you're restrained, your movement is 0. So how would you get knocked prone? Alright, anyway. Got anything else?
Yep, and then my tail attack. I'm going to smack him with the tail.
Okay, you have advantage. Plus your D4.
But since now he's prone, wouldn't he not have advantage?
It's still advantage.
I thought melee attacks got disadvantage.
27?
Oh, no, range. Sorry.
Range.
27 to hit.
Range get disadvantage.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I was not thinking
Right.
correctly.
21.
I could, like, to fix the mud later. Like, fire it, turn it into
So
clay.
I was reading about
35 damage.
like the original D&D spell for Transfer Rock Mud. They said the duration was 3 to 18 days because that's how long it takes for the mud to dry out. So
Like,
3 to 6 days.
old editions or whatever?
Yeah, old
So
edition.
you come up to this thing, Brontosaurus man, and you stomp on him. You hear bones crunching. You whip around. Your tail comes down on his neck. He jerks like spasmodically, and you can just see blood rolling out of this thing's mouth and nose and stuff. You have done some traumatic damage to him for sure.
Is that what a brontosaurus
Eldon's familiar.
Absolutely, man.
Why not?
You're familiar, sir.
Crap, I just used to do it. I was just going to call these blood traitors. They were
let's
calling
do
us
that.
traitors.
Right.
But I didn't do
Ian.
anything. They started tossing
Ian.
javelins at me.
Your turn.
Okay, so I am. Yeah, I don't have a lot. I was hoping he might get injured or something, so I could do something. So I'm not going to rush into battle against these guys right now. I'm trying to support them, so I'm just going to move. I'm going to move forward so that my aura at least is within.
Tell me
Within
how
his
far to
range.
move.
So what do I got here? My movement is. Where's my movement? It's just
Should be
average,
30.
right? 30, right? So I'm going to move 30 towards. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. That's what you're doing?
That's all I'm doing. I'm supporting people for this fight.
So you're just moving.
For this fight.
If you're not actually going to take an action, I suggest dodging.
That's good. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, giant.
86.
First of all, my giant is going to try to get out of this mud. So I got to make a strength saving throw, right? Or how's it?
yeah.
Oh, I just use my action. Okay. All right, I'm out of the fucking mud.
Well, is it you use your action to make a save?
No, I think
It's
it just
just
says use your
action,
action. Yeah. So I'm out of. So I
Just-
use my movement. I use my action. There's nothing else I can do, but I'm out of the freaking mud. So I'm out of the mud.
It took half your movement to stand up.
So he doesn't
Yeah.
have his full movement then to move out of the mud.
Right. I'm. There's a lot of different stuff going on. I'm just gonna say he's out of the mud. We got a lot of weird stuff going on here. Okay. He's out of the mud.
There.
Alright. 5.
Now we just need to get the battering ram to drop
10.
and sink into the mud.
15.
Oh yeah, can we do a strength check on the battering ram?
25.
Though it can use an
30.
action to end the restraint.
30. What's my reach?
What's his reach?
Okay, so this giant is just going to hurl a rock at the Brontosaurus. Fiendish orc!
That's how it should be. With a
That's why they look like a giant sword.
Guys fighting in front of us.
That's definitely a hit.
I'm sure there's some fucking invisible giant about to just stomp on our head or something. But
17, standby, 22 damage, and I need a DC 11 concentration.
Sorry.
You get to use your.
You do get to add a D4 to it. Wait, concentration.
That's
Not a save,
concentration.
not a save,
Not a
yeah.
save.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
no
I dropped
D4.
to 16, 17 total.
You're fine. You're fine.
No D4.
concentration is not a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think so. I think concentration is a skill check, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't count, right?
That's not a save.
Exactly.
I
That's
think
not
we
a
talked
save.
about that before.
Yeah.
I always think it's a save if you really think.
No, it's a skill.
Oh, here we go.
What did you say? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
He fishes into his backpack, or she fishes into her backpack, pulls out a rock, and says, yells at you. I don't know if you understand her. Yells at you in Giant. Does anybody speak Giant? I mean, Bell, are you here?
Yes.
Wait, do you have the helm? Or was that
No, but I do speak Giant.
That was Belgarath at the helm, right? Okay. Yells in Giant. He says, "Puny magic man, eat my rock!" And hurls a rock.
It's a con saving throw.
What?
Taking damage while casting a spell forces a con saving throw.
So it is a saving throw.
No. What? Concentration is not a Constitution saving throw.
That's what this is. I don't know what this is, but
Everything else pretty much in there. Yeah, I don't know this one.
I assumed it was.
that's not resilient is good, or does resilient with other things?
Oh man, you know what? You might be right actually. Let's check this out. Concentration.
I mean, he made the save. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but it's just
It
a
might
good
matter.
question.
It'd be good to know.
Yeah.
23. 203. All right. It is a Constitution saving throw. Yeah. Okay.
It didn't matter in this case,
There
but
we go. Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
All right. So
Good
the
to
DM was wrong. You guys all get an extra
Point of
Level?
inspiration. Level!
You get
With that being said, it means you can use Bardic Inspiration on concentration.
because it's a saving throw.
Yeah, it says ability checks,
Okay,
attack
sure.
rolls, or saving throws. Cool.
So I'm throwing a rock at you. Let's have this thing smoke this weird little puny magic man.
Dead in one hit.
That is going to be a hit, sir.
He has his owl flying from
Yeah, right. I'll take it.
You'll take it?
I didn't even cast Mage Armor, so I don't think shield's gonna help.
Oh, you don't have mage armor going? Oh, damn. Woo! 16, standby. 27, standby. Plus 5, 32 damage. I rolled 8s and 9s on my dice. That's awesome. Puny magic man! Roar! Now the orcs. Okay.
Yeah.
So this orc right here, holy crap. Brontosaurus, guys right here. This is not good. Crap. He's gonna turn and attack the Brontosaurus, I guess. He's stuck between a bad place and a bad place. So attack the Brontosaurus. His great axe thunders into your ankle.
Can I mule kick him as a free action?
Is that on your step block? 8 damage.
Give me a minute, I will edit it.
8 damage. How do my guys get out of this entanglement? What does it say, Nigel?
They can make a strength check as an action, I think.
I think that's if a creature in the area when I cast a spell must make a strength saving throw or be restrained until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against my spell DC.
They're all heavily wounded. They're getting surrounded and stuff. They don't want to stay there. So I think I'm going to have to use my action to get out of there. All right, so what's the DC on it?
17.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to change my mind now. All right, so... Oh, these guys aren't restrained, though. These guys aren't restrained.
they made their save.
Okay, so he's just
But
going to
they
get...
are in difficult terrain.
Yeah. So this guy... 5'10". 15, 20. Oh, that says 15. And then 20. He'll come right about there. That's pretty good. And then he will attack the Brontosaurus with its great axe.
Pick on the Brontosaurus.
That's going to be a hit. For 4 damage. This guy wasn't restrained, so he is going to... number 1. He's going to step up to here. He's going to kill the owl.
That was 30 feet in the air.
Throw a rock at it.
Kill the owl.
He runs forward, great axe above his head, oh! And then brings it down right at you, Xavier.
And he trips and it goes up in the air and kills the other.
I rolled a critical hit, baby! Ching!
Never seen a man get so happy with a critical hit.
I have a paladin in my other game who has freaking adamantine armor.
Nice.
So it negates critical hits.
Yep.
What?
Sucks.
Is that considered a magic item?
It's not.
Tell me more about this.
Yeah, how do I get
It's
this?
expensive.
Yes, let me tell you about adamantine armor. I've given it out once in my campaigns, and it shall never happen again.
Oh.
He doesn't like it because he can't critical it.
Right.
Yeah. 15 plus standby 3, so 18 damage, Xavier.
Doesn't it also give you a damage reduction?
No. It
That was
just,
old edition.
it just makes it so that I think it does something else that's some benefit, but the biggest thing is it negates criticals. These guys are going to try to get the heck unentangled. DC 17. Nope. Aha! He's unentangled.
Probably has a hardness rating or something, or someone tried to destroy it. Is that harder?
20. 25, 30. He's going to come running up to you. He doesn't have an action to attack you with, but he'll run up to you anyway.
He thinks he'll run up to me.
And then this one's going to try to get out of it. Hey! You get lucky today.
Sorry, bowl selection weekend. I believe it's bowl selection.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. Comes running up to Nigel. And he
Didn't he use his action to get out of it?
He did. Yep. There's something else at play that you don't know about.
Remember, they were moving a natural path.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
This guy comes running up to Nigel, great axe above his head, and gets up to you and says, "On my next turn, Bard."
My next turn. You're getting to get it. Just wait a minute.
Eat it.
Don't move. Hold
And
still.
I think I've done all of my... So this orc was still entangled. That was his action to try to get out of it, so he can't do anything else. That sucks. Nigel, you're up.
Okay, 1 second, gotta find this spell. I'm gonna book easily out.
What are you casting?
Levitate?
Nice.
On you? On yourself?
Nope.
On the Brontosaurus, so it can fly.
I got it. Yep. Alright, I'm going to start playing a
That'd be
different
awesome.
song from my little lute.
Is levitate on your loot thing too?
Yep. So I'm going to cast Levitate on the orc in front of me.
On the orc in front of you?
Yep, he has to make an unwilling creature. So the spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds.
It's constantly.
An unwilling creature that makes a Constitution saving throw is unaffected.
And he is affected.
Alright, the target can only move by pushing or pulling against a fixed object.
Are you going to levitate him up 20 feet?
Yep.
Okay. So this guy now is levitated up 20 feet into the air.
You can do a lot of flailing here.
Anything else, sir?
But
That's concentration.
yep, that's concentration, and I think Entangle was concentration.
Is it?
You gotta print out all your loot spells.
I know, right?
It is.
Entangle.
It is?
Yeah.
Alright, so the entanglement is gone.
That's alright, they were mostly out.
Yeah, there's only one guy.
Yeah, so it really was worth getting rid of anyways.
It'll take us 10 minutes. And you can keep. Like,
Are you moving, sir?
Yeah, I'm going to move. I don't want to get close to that.
So there's orcs, there's giants throwing rocks that way.
yeah, come over here.
Come back up to
So
us.
5.
Believe it or not, we're the safest spot.
20, 25, 30.
Yeah,
Right
we're
there?
the safest
Okay.
spot.
He's like, I'm gonna hide behind the
That's what you
paladin.
should do. It's the safest spot.
That's what he told me to do. He's here to protect
Wants
the
to
safest
hide
spot.
behind the paladin. Xavier's familiar.
I'll use the help action. I'll have him fly down and then fly back up on the guy. This one,
That guy
two,
here?
or whatever.
Okay, Xavier, your turn.
Okay, so I will booming blade. I'll booming blade the guy in front of me with advantage. 7 and 3, so 7.
Everyone was a good
16.
couple more.
That's a hit.
He's
Oh,
fire.
plus. In there. Okay, so this, and this. How I roll my numbers? 16, 21, 26 damage.
26 damage?
Yep.
How do you roll 2d8?
1d8 for the sword, 1d8 for booming blade, and then 1d6 for
Oh, are
the
you at a level now where Booming Blade does damage regardless if they move or not?
Mhm.
Okay, sweet. So how much was it?
16, 21, 26 damage.
You bring your sword down across this thing's shoulder, cleave most of the way through him. He slides off your blade, growling in protest as death claims him.
Okay, and then I will do just a normal attack, bonus action to do a normal attack on the guy to the other side of me. For a hit. These two. For 8 plus 5, so 13 damage.
13 damage, and alright.
So I can use levitate and fly. Those are both on my list.
Your sword opens up his
They're
gut,
both
entrails
concentration.
spill out. You can see that he's though critically wounded in the fight, perhaps for a few moments longer.
Levitate lets me use my movement to fly. So it's under 20 feet, I guess.
Yeah.
I will.
It's not flying. It's like hovering. I don't know. It's hard to.
You're right. But the fact that I can do something like that twice.
So I'm gonna move out of this guy's range.
Yeah, he'll attack you.
Well, this is like the coolest way to use levitate.
Whoa!
I mean, it's gonna suck
Miss.
because he has ranged weapons, so he'll still be able to attack. But like,
5, 10,
I'm considering
15.
levitating on this giant.
Okay. Discuss.
So I left that guy to you. He's basically on deck.
That's
If someone
easy.
just wants to
No worries.
push him over.
We can take care of that business. I'm not worried about that. Are you going to be okay up there?
I think so. I'm still at 70 health.
That's what I'm saying. You guys. I mean, I have healing spells that are prepped.
I'm gonna kill the giant in front of me. He's pretty critically
What's your
wounded.
armor?
Then I'm gonna.
21. I'm pretty good. I can
What's
take
your
front line.
range on your healing? Touch?
A touch. Both of them. I have like a healing spell and I have land hands for those.
And lay on hands.
Well,
You
this one just.
lay on hands. You
lost half his
you
life.
say a number and that's.
I say a number and that's what I give you.
Okay. I mean, I would. I'm it.
Lay on
That's-
hands is that's a no shit button.
I was saying, Eladin like lost half his life by getting hit by a rock.
Yeah, I'm down to 27.
Oh, I know. You're way back there. I know. You need to.
Well, I'm just
go
gonna
back.
come put you between the giant and I.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. That's good, and then I can do it. So that's
And
fine.
I can use a potion too on the way over there.
Okay. Well, whichever is your preference, but do that. Put yourself, because I have better armor class. I can definitely take it.
Roll initiative.
Man, I feel like you gave me cursed dice. 4 and a 3 again.
Dude, didn't I explain to you? All of my loner dice, I put them in the oven on a tray with the ones up.
They're actually, I think,
I-
better than your regular dice.
No,
so.
I rolled a 4 and a 3 for initiative last time. I
You
rolled
did.
literally a 4 and a 3.
Never
again.
take loner dice from the DM, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Xavier.
next time, borrow some of mine.
Familiar?
My familiar got 4,
Xavier?
3.
I don't know why you bother rolling. Nigel.
Has it got an 18 this time?
13?
18?
13.
Sorry, I said something.
Nigel?
13.
Eladin.
18.
Elwar.
18.
Man, all these 18s.
You can go first.
Ian.
20. Sorry.
What's the bonus
Eladin's
versus-
familiar.
9. What's the bonus versus dex mod?
You'd go if it came down to
You go first, though. That's fine.
Xavier. Ian, you're up.
He's big and lumbering. What dexterity?
So I am going to. I need to check the range on how far he is from me. So, what do you got for movement? Can you catch up to
30.
me? So, because this guy's just sitting here, and I want to kill him, but if I do that, you won't be able to get in range of me.
I was going to try to shoot at him on my way over, too. So
Okay.
I can probably finish him off.
All right, that's fine. I would like to hold my action.
To do what?
I'm gonna wait till after he comes to me and need healing.
Okay, so you're gonna wait. So you're gonna move your turn. Your entire turn?
My entire turn. I don't need to do anything.
Yep.
As soon as he comes to me, that's when I need to do something. So that's fine.
So you're gonna go after Eladin.
That's fine. Yep. Absolutely fine with that.
Okay, Eladin, you're up.
I'm going after him, so.
You're going
Because
after.
we tied. We
You're going
both
after.
got- We both
He's
got
letting the Brontosaurus go first.
He wants to make sure the giants.
Because we both got 18s.
Okay,
Yeah,
Belwar.
All right. I am going to step up 5 feet. Well, I don't need to step up yet, so I'm going to hit the dude with a stomp
If you want to
attack.
try any of
Which-
these
this
dice,
guy?
feel free.
Okay.
No, tail attack, because I'm pretty sure I can kill him.
Okay, tail attack. Make your tail attack.
Cocked.
And I bless is still in effect.
Alright, it's like.
Gives me
Alright.
a 27.
It's a hit.
What are you rolling over there? What's his attack modifier?
plus 8, and then I got the plus
Plus a D4.
D4 from him.
Damn, dude.
So we got an 8, 8 and 5, 16, 21, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, plus 5, 37 plus 5, 42.
How much damage does he do with his stomp?
68 with the tail attack. He does 68, he does 5d8 on the stomp, but the tail is 68. They say the average is 32.
Your tail attack comes across at this guy, slams into his chest, and you can just hear bones and stuff shattering. Looks like so many of the bones like cracked into his organs and stuff. You can see compound fractures, blood splaying all over the place. This guy goes down.
Cool. I'm going to defecate as I move forward, so the orc behind me gets covered in.
So his mound of body is going to be difficult terrain in this square. And you're moving where?
I'm going to move forward 50 or 30 feet so I can get to attack him.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
That's fine.
Movement?
50.
35, 40, 45.
Can't I stand on the dead body? I mean,
Yeah. We'll say yeah. That makes sense. You are right there, half on top of the dead body. Yeah.
and I will stomp attack the dude that's standing.
And well, hold on a second. These two guys both got attacks on you as you moved away.
Sure.
That counts. What's your armor class?
15.
No way. That's still a hit though.
I was saying it's pretty hard to miss a round.
Woo! 13 damage.
That's max damage?
Oh, then a miss.
Okay. Wow, dropped to 19, 20, 21, 22, 30.
Yep.
You're next, right?
19, 29, 35, 40 damage.
40 damage.
Yep. And then he needs to make a strength saving throw. DC 14.
Will be knocked prone, right?
Yep.
Boom! He goes down. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw from the hit you took from that guy.
Well, I dropped to 20.
Okay, that'll be good enough then.
And a 4. So 24, 25.
What's the minimum's 10? Is that what it was?
That's 10 plus.
All right, Eldon, you're up.
I will firebolt that orc with the white tube behind him.
This guy here?
Yep.
Okay. Is your range like 120 or something like that?
Yeah, 9 plus 8, 17.
That's it?
For 14 damage.
Oh yeah, your firebolt goes into him, sets him on fire. He goes running around. He actually runs into your familiar,
No, he's
catches
30
on fire.
He's 30 feet in the air! I know! That's why he's 30 feet in the air!
A little bit of my fire deflects off his breastplate.
Just shoots out
straight up.
That orc goes down.
Bonus action, I'm going to use a crappy healing potion.
Okay.
3, there we go. 7, nice. So what is that? 2d4 plus 2? Yeah, so 9 puts me at 36. And then
Nice, you can almost survive another rock throw.
30.
Okay.
Everyone's just like, behind the paladin!
I'm behind the bar.
I need a fireball or a lightning bolt.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you need a fireball.
Firebolt, that's right.
Mhm.
Fireball.
Fire.
That was Eldon. Ian, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to. The easiest way to handle this is just to lay on hand. So,
You want to move over to him?
yeah.
Exposing the bar.
Without knowing exactly how much I need for you, how many do I have? I have a lot, right? I wrote it down once. I don't think it's on here.
It's like 5 times your level.
It's 5 times my level, right? So I get 45. So,
Is it metagaming for him to know my health?
yeah, it is.
Yes.
So I can't do that.
You can describe how badly injured you are.
Right.
How badly injured do you look?
Are you severely injured?
Moderately wounded.
So if you're moderately wounded, I'm going to give you 20.
Okay. You didn't waste any.
That's my action.
Okay, so Ian is done. Nigel, you're up.
Nigel.
Alright, I'm going to.
I look great.
Cool.
Better than Nigel?
I don't look like I have a scratch on me.
Works up there.
Most of the orcs look pretty beat up. This one's maybe not too bad off, but the rest of them are all looking really nasty.
This one too? The one that's
Yeah.
left
Oh yeah. Yep.
Alright, I'm going to, I guess I gotta determine who my Eldritch Blast goes to before I...
Right. You got like
I
two
gotta
of
take
them.
both of them, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to decide who they both shoot at the same
Who to
time.
use. Alright.
And if I kill one dude, that means the other blast is just bit.
Yeah. Yep. So you gotta designate who they're going at when you cast it.
Alright, I'm gonna do one to him and one to the guy behind me.
Okay. Your first attack roll.
First attack roll plus 8, I believe. This one. It's gonna be 27.
That's a hit.
For 1 damage.
Believe it or not, he takes it like a champ and.
Dude, I get Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday out.
Nice.
Yeah, Brandon both. Perfect time.
I know. All right. So you missed, right?
Yeah.
Got it. My turn. All right.
Between me and the giant on purpose.
Hmm?
I said you were between me and the giant on purpose.
I know. Too pretty to be your friend.
You're not pretty. You're pretty ugly.
I'll be your touch a bit.
This giant comes charging forward, fishing another rock out of its backpack, and says, "You won't get away from me that easily!" Hurls another rock at you. And... rock.
It's gonna hit.
Might not. That's a hit.
I will not shoot.
Alright.
This is not good.
And not a crit. That would be nasty.
There was a...
Mm-hmm. Woo! 12,
18,
13,
19.
14, 19 damage. And then he action surges.
13 less damage this time.
That's
Yeah.
good because I'm gonna have to go attack
This
him.
guy right here stands up.
I forgot about him. I was thinking he was dead for some reason.
This pulls out a big, massive club with spikes on it, nails and things that are kind of been hammered into it and are sticking out, and brings it to bear against this dinosaur.
I wonder how in fantasy dinosaurs went extinct with dragons in.
Wow. 12 doesn't hit, does it? Alright, swings.
If it was a
He
T-Rex,
misses the brontosaurus.
Fly over.
he misses something the size of a barn.
At least the lore of Faerun, it's because the dinosaurs were actually they weren't extinct. They were in a different land. So,
Oh, there you go.
Schultz.
Woo! 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 That's good. Stand by. 14, 18, 21 damage.
From what? You said he missed me.
The second attack hits you.
Oh.
21 damage.
Shield?
How's the brontosaurus looking?
Yeah, how is he looking?
21. I'm doing this right now. Hold on. Moderate, based off the Brontosaurus' original hit points, moderate to maybe severely wounded.
So how many you got left, or how many you at?
Don't tell
I
me
am
that.
at
Don't tell me
I am at 1/4 of my original hit points as a Brontosaurus.
Yeah. All right. If I can bring you down, if I can just bring down your stupid polymorph, I'll feel like I accomplished something. Eldon's familiar.
Original HP.
What?
Go back to your original HP.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah, Paul.
get right
That's
back to
what-
my original
whatever you were
HP
at
at
when you
56
cast it.
hit points. So,
Yeah.
and then next turn, polymorph. I should have been a transmuter instead of a necromancer.
So far, you haven't even
Did you
used
say
your
you're coming
neck.
I haven't had a chance. Like I was gonna use Anime Dead at the beginning of the battle. I'm like, I've got no weapons. I've got no armor for
30
my
to get
skeletons.
He does a flyby
Okay.
help action, and then he goes 30 feet straight up.
Okay, sure. And the orcs. Sweet! The orcs. Oh, yeah.
The orcs.
This one's got a hard on for you. He's gonna come running up to the
Yeah.
Why me? Why not the dude with
How
the?
often do you get to see a dinosaur? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
I know. How often? Not very.
It doesn't look like the dinosaur.
Looks like an orc. I'm not a dinosaur.
yeah.
I missed anyway.
What does your tail attack look like? As a giant
Defecating
orc?
at him.
It's not a talent.
Dang.
These two right here surround you and begin wailing on you.
Just like me when I chase guy around
Woo!
the door, pointing
It's a
my butt out with my fire.
I'll take it.
Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Be a man. 10 damage.
Dang, maybe I should have taken it.
And the other one swings at you.
He misses.
Critical hit.
Shield doesn't help.
Well, I'm kind of glad I didn't shield because if I would have shielded, then the critical hit would have just
23 damage.
So
Yeah, so it hits.
40.
30.
Little man, puny human. Any more orcs? Yeah, I should get some more orcs. I should get some more orcs.
Human.
Xavier's familiar. Oh, he's on fire. Do you want to try to roll around and put that out?
Yeah, he'll just come
So,
15, and then he'll come down to 30, and then he'll go back up 15 after doing the flyby. So
So
it'll
he
be
flies by and then he ends up like right here.
yeah,
Above
15 in the
15
air.
up.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And Xavier,
All right, he's gonna attack.
the one you didn't fly by, right?
Yeah, I'll take the flyby.
That you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops. Yeah, where'd it go? Well, this one's cocked. 16 plus 9, 24.
24. That's it.
This one. This is Booming Blade. For 14, 19 damage.
Oh yeah, you slice him in twain.
Alright, then bonus attack to attack the other guy. 15?
That's it.
Nice.
Your
The bless.
D4 saved
Yep.
me on
Oh
that
wait,
one.
wait. Oh yeah.
Well, that's not very much damage. 11 damage.
Number 3.
Yep.
Not much, but it's enough, and he goes down screaming.
Okay. And then
There's someone fighting here.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Doesn't he have a javelin or something? Yeah. So doesn't he have a javelin or something?
You guys notice back this way where a bunch of orcs had amassed with like shield walls with the door shields and everything that were basically waiting for the gates to come down to rush in. There was a commotion back that way, and you guys can see a squad of, it looks like half a dozen orcs riding direwolves break out of that mass and are barreling down on you at this point. It looks like the orcs are sending reinforcements against their siege force.
Fireball puppies.
Can I go?
Fireball
Retreat! Retreat!
They're quite a ways off, guys. It'll be a little bit before they get there. It's not like they're quite a ways off. They're out of bow shot range.
So
Okay.
they're over 700 away then.
Yeah, you're probably looking at,
Take him a little bit.
in game terms, maybe 3 rounds or something, but they're on their way.
3 rounds.
Oh, speaking of which,
And discuss.
what the heck?
But
I want to know why these archers aren't shooting down at these giants.
120.
yeah.
They don't want you to get you caught in crossfire.
But then if they sprint, it's times 4. Because they're coming in a straight line.
I mean, I'm assuming the Brontosaurus is going to be able to deal with this thing, so I'm coming towards this giant, obviously.
Yeah, this dude's gonna be my next meal, even though I'm an herbivore.
I'm gonna help with that.
It's actually,
I'm gonna try to take out the floating.
Yeah, I'll pick off the guy.
I want to go after that guy so he stops throwing rocks at you. So I'm gonna.
Oh yeah, maybe we should go.
if you have some healing to throw my way, it would be much
like
appreciated.
I do, but if I heal, then I can't help. I don't know. What's your
Did the floating
preference?
guy go?
Probably to heal.
Oh, wait, hold on. The floating guy forgot to go. Thank you, Nigel, for mentioning that. The floating
He can strike
guy
you now.
forgot to go. And you're absolutely right. The floating guy is like,
Put me down! Fishes out a javelin
Did you move him up any higher?
20 feet high.
Well, you can move him every turn.
But he didn't.
And that's what I was asking.
No, I didn't. 'Cause I gotta use my action.
Although you were kind enough to remind me to
think
let
it's
me
a bonus
go.
action.
So would you like to have moved me up with the bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. He hurls a javelin at your face.
Shield.
I don't have shield.
Damn it.
That's
Heard everyone else do it.
Yeah,
15?
the dinosaur did it.
Actually,
Right.
that's gonna hit me.
Yeah.
My armor class is 15.
Nice.
Sure shielded.
So shielded. I will cut the damage.
This is a javelin of lightning.
No, it's funny. You took all this dice and dropped one.
7 damage.
I do want a lightning javelin.
That's pretty sweet.
I already called out that I was cutting the damage.
He doesn't even actually take an action.
Okay.
I just gotta see what my bardic
Oh, yeah.
information's on
Next
is.
level's a DE 10 now. Or D8, sorry. D8 or D10.
D8.
That's
That's what it was last time. You gave
No,
me
10th level goes up to a D10.
It's D8 now.
Yep.
So that was 7 minus. Come on, 8. 7 minus 5.
Wow. 2 damage. Jeez.
Let's start cutting the attack rolls.
And you make a concentration save.
Well, he shut out the other 15.
Constitution save, sir.
Okay. I got 7
No.
before.
The guy's gonna come smashing down into the
Alright,
Yeah,
so.
hang on,
I'll
you-
get
Where are you?
11?
Where are you?
I'm within 10
You're within
feet
10
of
feet. Add +3 to that.
him. Nice. Damn. So I just gotta roll like a 7 or something. It's a 13.
Yeah, you're fine. Alright. Roll initiative, everyone.
Alright. I'm gonna be
Oh
I'm white.
Ooh!
Oh
no! Natural 1.
That's right, not going last this time.
See, you gotta borrow the right dice.
What's you get?
I got a natural
I think-
20, so
look,
if
I
it's
think
a
that's
19.
We said initiative.
You roll a
initiative
natural
was
20,
skills.
so it's got a 9.
I can't hear you, dude.
We said initiative. Initiative rolls were skills, and concentration was a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yes, Constitution save. So yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But we said initiative is skill, so you can't.
Correct. Initiative is a skill. It's not a saving throw.
That I would agree with. I mean, I couldn't see any way initiative would be the same.
No, it's not.
Sure, I want to use my D. I want
Xavier.
To use my D4. 19!
Holy
I'm gonna
jumping!
turn that into a 3.
That's-
You're clearly cheating.
I wish we all gotten the
He didn't use
so
somebody
you
else's
still
dice.
went last.
Xavier,
I still went last.
you're familiar.
He got a 9.
Wait, you use someone else's dice?
Had to.
You can't do that.
Take necrotic damage.
You got rid of your
Nigel,
The owl still
12.
used it. I mean, he's got an 8. It's not great. But
Ian,
16.
what's your dexterity?
It's only
It
plus
is
3
0.
for initiative.
No more.
Which your... okay. Got it. Ellen,
I got the worst I can get, a 9. It's literally the lowest I can
Lower.
possibly get.
17.
I rolled a 9.
Got the worst I can get.
Your worst is-
Ellen, familiar.
14.
Yeah, your worst is about my
How
average.
beat up
You're
does
right.
this guy look, by the way?
Which guy?
The guy I'm in front of. You didn't say last time.
Nah, he was okay.
So now if I went, where was it? My initiative, I have +4 to my
Xavier, you're up.
Be plus 12.
First!
That's a first.
Yay!
Couldn't look, do that.
He's stunned. He has no idea what to
Yeah.
do.
I'll go after.
Put me last.
He's like, he wipes away a tear. This never happened before.
I'm going to use a second wind as a bonus action.
Okay. 10d10 plus your fighter level.
Yep, so 9 plus 9 is 18.
Nice.
Give you health back.
56.
I got you the second one of the last game.
Oh,
You were at 37, right?
With that,
Plus 18.
fighter.
you got some health.
Yeah, 55.
Yeah, that's good. I'm pretty sure I did my math right. Alright, so that's my bonus action. 5, 10, 15 to move there. And then,
Give advantage.
oh, nice. I was there.
Why? Oh.
My owl. I don't think
So-
anyone's attacked him since.
I'm guessing this hits a 28.
No.
Oh, actually, plus my d4. I didn't roll, so. So that's 18 damage. This is boot. Oh, wait. Sorry. Nope. Just 8. Just 13 damage.
13?
I can't do Booming Blade.
Oh, because you bonus action.
Bonus action. And then my second attack.
Isn't your second action as a bonus?
Well, I didn't do Booming Blade, so I'm just doing 2 regular attacks. No. The bonus action is if I use a cantrip, I can use my bonus action to use.
Okay.
But I did I mean, that missed. I got a natural 1.
You missed.
So it did matter. I should have done Boom Blade instead.
Okay, alright. Belwar.
I am going to tail smack this guy, and then if he's still up, I'm going to stomp attack.
Okay.
That gives me a 20 to hit.
That'll do it.
$34 damage.
Alright, you slam him, and he's looking pretty nasty, but still on his feet.
Stomp attack, fucking 31.
That'll do it.
14, 5 is 19. 23, 29, 34. And he'll need a strength DC 14 save. If he's still alive.
Hanging on by a thread. DC what?
14.
He goes down.
And then I'm gonna pull the, the Captain Morgan pose and just lift a foot.
You do so. He's looking up at you. He's like, "What? What does that mean?"
Inspiration?
For doing a Captain Morgan.
Come on! Have you ever seen a Brontosaurus do the Captain Morgan move?
Show me your best impression of Brontosaurus.
Yes.
Captain.
You want me as a Brontosaurus?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Oh, Batman, come on now! There you go, that's heavy inspiration. I acted that shit out.
I think that was a dog peeing, but
That's what
No, I didn't lift the light. I didn't lift the rear leg.
Oh, wait. Show us a dog peeing now.
No.
That's funny.
I'm sad that this didn't get caught on camera.
I'm so glad it didn't.
Wait, we gotta redo it.
I need to do it on the table.
like you had said.
Oh, I know, I would have totally. Oh man.
Too bad. So sad. So the only reason I did it, guys, to do was on camera shot.
All right, Ian.
All right.
You're up.
Okay, so I should 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get to him.
I wish Eldritch Splash was on this list.
You can already cast it for free, like.
So
But I'm saying, then I could.
the very good thing is that they both active, so I don't have to worry about. I'm going to drop the concentration on one and pick up concentration for another. So
The bless.
the bless.
You're dropping that?
Bless is going to be dropped.
Okay.
Oh, you've used it this turn. You used it lots. I think we're at a point now where the bless has done its duty, and I'll be using Thunder Smite.
I call upon the powers of hell. Smite my foes.
I thought you said hell. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the opposite of what he's doing.
Thunderous Smite.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a bonus action.
It is.
Okay. And what's that do exactly?
It gives me plus 2d6 thunder damage, and they have to make a strength save or get knocked back 10 feet.
Oh wow. Okay.
So then.
And prone.
And prone. And for 300 feet around us, there's an audible thunder.
Nice. I like it. All right.
So
A little intimidating, I'm hoping. 19, and that's plus. What do I got here?
That's a hit.
Yeah, it's. Where's my plus strike? Oh, there we go. Plus 8, so it's 27.
27.
To hit.
That's a hit.
Start shivering. So you gotta like change
It is
it.
D8.
Or like carry a torch around. Otherwise, it start taking
And then
damage.
2d6. So that is going to be a total of
That's my kind of
14
damage.
plus 4 is
2d6.
18. 18 damage. And I need to make a strength save.
Strength save. Give me a break.
Your metal dice make me want to go find
What's the
my
DC?
metal dice.
DC is 15.
Yeah, I got it. No, that makes me not get knocked back then.
It makes you not get knocked back,
Okay,
correct.
okay.
But there's still the thunderous roar.
Right.
300 feet around, everybody hears this
There is
thunder.
a 300 feet of thunderous roar, a boom that goes out as he.
What's
takes his
important to me
blow.
is that this army back here hears it. So.
They heard it. And then the giant calls over to you and says, "Rrrr, I'll get you tomorrow. I'm gonna squish me some little ones now." And then it's got these two guys here. Did you actually hit him, Xavier?
Yeah.
You hit him and you hit him?
Yep.
Alright, so we'll just see which one I want to go after.
My owl's
Whoever's
feet
easier
up.
to
You
hit.
can swing with that.
I'm going to go after Ian.
Good to
His great... So he stops fishing around for rocks and he pulls out this big, huge spiked club.
Okay.
And smash down on Ian with this thing. That's a miss. He hits the ground next to you. And then he swings it over at you. And you... Like, he's swinging this thing over, and you, like, do this amazing leap up into the air, over the club, and it gets nothing, and you land.
Cool.
I thought you were going to say that, and then it was going to be a hit. It's like you do this
And
amazing
his
swing, and he
fingers
hits you like a baseball.
Hey, boom! This one, you're out of here.
This one stands up.
Oh, so am I.
I have a question for you, for future reference, because I've got 20-foot reach. If I was 20 foot away from him standing up, does that provoke an attack
No.
opportunity?
They have to move out of your reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Out of.
He stands up, grabs his club, and he's like, "Come here, little dino!"
It's also a willing move out of your range. So if someone pushed him out, you would.
Woo! That's a hit.
Let's just let him go.
8, 9, 10, 15, stand by. 20 damage.
Okay.
And he swings at you again. You're still up, right?
Mhm.
Woo! That's a
I'm
hit.
getting rid of
Okay.
next level.
What?
I'm getting rid of haste next level.
Woo!
I'll cast it.
14,
What? You should cast haste on me.
19, 24 damage.
It gets you armor class, right?
Still up with 2 points?
Yeah.
Alright. And then I need a constitution save against
I'm already
the
doing it.
poison.
I dropped an 18,
Poison.
gives me 22, 23.
You don't get the D4 anymore.
You gotta make it twice though. No D4.
It's
Yeah, no
save.
D4. I dropped.
He dropped his blessing.
Oh,
I did. So I can do this thunderous weapon.
19 total then.
Yeah, sorry. I made money.
You went.
No, I got 19
Okay.
total.
He hit you twice, so you gotta make a second one.
Okay. 18.
18, you're fine.
Okay.
Wait, what spell did you cast, Ian?
Thunder smite.
It's not a concentration.
Yeah, that's not concentration.
Yeah, it is. It actually.
It is a concentration.
So the next, the
'cause
next
it
minute.
Lasts.
Yep.
Oh wow! I was wondering. I was like 2d6. I was like, my booming blade does that much damage as a cantrip.
Yep.
And the two.
Why is it a concentration?
Doesn't make sense, does it? Now
It
that
says-
I'm reading it.
It says the first time
Right.
you hit
Wait, what?
with a melee weapon attack or the spell.
because
Well, maybe
it
if you
means-
miss, it still lasts.
If you miss, it lasts.
Until you
so
hit.
it's probably gone now.
Yeah, now it's gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. That makes sense.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird.
That sucks though. To
But
lose
like if I missed and
concentration
missed
for
and
that.
missed.
You'd almost rather just expend a spell slot to do
I know,
a smite.
and I could have, but I didn't. I thought that it was going to.
The nice thing is you can do both.
Yeah.
You can thunderous smite.
I
and
could do
smite.
both,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Which sucks. They've both gone at this point, so it is Eldon's Familiar's turn.
Let's swoop down.
Your help?
Yeah.
Okay, Nigel, you're up.
Who's your familiar something that dude?
Yeah, giant.
Which ones looks more badly damaged, the giant or the floating orc?
Which giant?
This giant.
She looks fine. This guy looks pretty messed up.
Alright, I'm gonna aim both my Eldritch
The idea
Blast.
here wasn't the damage; it was to try to knock him back.
Eldritch
'Cause I can
Blast,
knock him
the
prone.
floating orc.
Sure.
I was hoping the spell might knock him
Got it.
prone.
Just in case you roll once.
And then we can beat the hell out of him.
It's gonna be a 19
Hit.
for 1d10 damage. Damage roll! What's that? 6 damage.
6 damage.
You got
Beam
Who,
number
the
2.
flyer guy?
Yeah. Beam number 2,
Oh, yeah,
right?
go ahead and roll it.
He died.
It's going to be 16
You
That's
missed.
a hit.
for
Miss. Because he's not
5
there.
damage.
He's not there anymore. He died.
I know.
Both of your Eldritch Blasts slam into his chest. He spins over a complete circle, and now his body is floating in the air. You're still concentrating on it, so his body's floating in the air, kind of spinning somersaults.
Keep concentrating.
Blood is spraying all over the ground. So there's like blood and stuff all over here. That's his body. This guy's like floating.
I'm gonna
Float his
see-
corpse over the giant.
I'm gonna see if I can keep like Eldritch Blast and this how fast I can make him spin.
Xavier's familiar.
Oh my god.
You're already helping.
Paladin's not watching, it's fine.
You're already helping. Your familiar's helping on that right
Yep.
now.
Double help. Doesn't do anything.
Like double advantage.
You can hold your familiar's turn until after he's attacked.
Yeah, I'm gonna move, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I was supposed to get a second attack.
And then he'll just be up 30 feet now.
You get 2 attacks.
He'll just be 30 feet high above this guy.
That was free.
That's it?
Yeah.
So tiny.
Wee lad.
Eldon.
2 attacks.
Yay. I got a 9. I'll firebolt the giant. The one that's way over there that's really beat up.
Okay.
17.
That hits.
Yuck. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Mhm.
Your firebolt slams into its side here, and it looks over at you and it's like, puny. And then it topples over. Dead. And orc.
Oh, there's still. I forgot there's still
Sorry.
an orc alive.
I have 1 orc left.
Where? Yeah.
This one right here. You can't see
He's
it.
hiding between all the dead bodies.
Where? With 2 hit points left. Run! Great axe on you.
Side note: when he
Please,
stomped, wouldn't that guy have gotten something happen to
No,
him?
it's not.
No.
14.
Miss.
Dang!
Missed by the proverbial cunt tire.
Right?
All right, discuss.
I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
I would appreciate if somebody could kill the orc. If not, I will kill it, and then I'm going to double move over here to try to attack the giant.
I think we can kick this guy's butt.
Can you willingly injure concentration from polymorph?
Mhm.
It might be worthwhile to use your turn to in polymorph, then recast it for these guys that we're charging in.
There's a bunch of dead bodies and whatnot over there, right?
Oh yeah, you can spend the time getting your necromancy.
There's a bunch of dead bodies all over the place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get your necromancer on.
Paladin will love it.
I love it.
I'm dead. Turn.
Oh, whoops.
The orcs are coming back to life.
That's exactly what I'd be like. Oh my god. They have a necromancer amongst them raising them.
Yeah.
It'd be so bad.
Yeah, you never told us what like, your,
Yeah, I don't even know.
your power is.
You're a guy who turns into dinosaurs. That's what I know about you.
That's awesome.
Are you
Yeah, you're the dinosaur guy. What the hell, man?
I don't think I've seen you cast anything other than.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance.
He's only cast polymorph, and he's only turned into dinosaurs too.
We have like all of these like discussions over email about what your zombies can and can't do, and your skeletons and stuff, and we never use the dang thing.
Because I haven't had a chance to.
That's always your excuse.
He's a
He's been here
dinomancer.
2 games.
Exactly.
He's the dino.
Dinomancer.
Roll initiative.
He could totally just be a wild shaping druid, and we'd have no idea.
Right.
It could be.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, hey.
Taking
Ian.
17.
taking that 16. No, I like tried to pick up my
Oh.
dice and they fell
Elwar.
on my finger.
21.
I was like, whatever.
Nigel.
I got a 19.
Xavier.
10.
Ellen's familiar.
13.
Xavier's familiar.
17.
Oh, jeez. Eldon.
25.
That's average.
Right.
Eldon, you're up.
That alertness feed is so awesome.
It's really
that
good.
orc
especially
over
in
there,
this
is he
stage.
pretty beat up, or?
No, he looks fine.
But he's an orc.
That's
What is
the,
it?
He's just
the one dude I didn't get killed.
I'll shoot a firebolt at him.
Okay.
I will miss. 12.
All right. You missed. Elwar.
Good news is we haven't used any like spell slots.
I've literally used it.
I'm going to stomp the idiot orc.
Okay. Make your stomp attack.
Oh, and I don't get the D4 anymore. So that will give me a 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
We should just attack this guy. First, he's going to finish that off. My familiar is just going to help action if it gets to that
34
point.
damage.
Got it.
On your orc?
Yeah.
So you lift your leg up, and you bring it down on his head,
and there's just the crackling and bones and stuff, and there's this satisfying squishing sound. And as you pick your leg up, this orc is no longer recognizable.
Okay.
Your shoe, like that's. I imagine it's similar.
Right. Then I have movement after that.
Yep.
So I was on him initially. Remember, you said I was standing on the dead body.
Sure.
Okay, so 5'10".
Wait, hold on. You were like right there, half on him.
Okay, so
5'10", 15, 20, 25,
25,
30,
35,
35, 40,
I'm still okay. 40.
50. We'll say 50 there.
Okay, and then I'll end my concentration.
Alright.
Does he still look like an orc?
Yeah, we never did cross that bridge.
We
You still look like an orc?
We still gotta answer how these tail attacks work.
My gut's gonna tell me that with all the battle and attacking and going on, this being an illusionary spell, it does not hold up to physical interaction and stuff like that. So for everybody who's been observing this,
We've seen what new guy necromancer here looks like.
What's that?
No, it's not a triple. What's going on? I'm determining if he looks like an orc or not.
Oh.
I don't think he does though. Luke says he does.
Depends on what the original spell is.
He's in with all the battles and stuff.
no, with all of the attacks and weapons and stuff going through, the spell is still under effect. So people that haven't observed all of this happening, it would still affect those people. So if you were to go into the castle, say, and then come out and still have this spell going on you, people would still believe you're an orc. But those who have been watching and observing this and have seen all this stuff happening, it would no longer, if they were close enough, they would no longer work. Now, all of these people that are farther away, I think all of you guys, I think it would still work. But with you turning into this massive T-Rex and stuff, the gig is probably up for you.
That makes sense.
And you just did that, so you're done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nigel.
I'm going to aim both Eldritch Blast at the standing sexy giantess.
Okay.
Your first one's at advantage.
My first one's at advantage because of some help from a little arrow. Come on, natural 20.
That's probably a miss.
That's going to be a 15.
That'll hit.
Alright, I'm going to do max damage right here. Boom, double zeros. Hey, that's going to be 6 damage.
Wow. That's crazy, dude.
That was the first beam.
And HP or 15? Or it should be high.
No, it's plus 8. I rolled 7.
Alright, you smoked him, dude. Smoke again.
Alright. Come on, natural 20. I need this one. That's going to be a natural
Oh my
20.
god. How the heck?
Calls it.
Hold on a second. I'll never roll 20 again.
3-minute curse. Alright, max damage. That's going to be 8 plus 5, 13 damage.
It's worth a shot.
Alright. You slam her twice with Eldritch Blast. Bam! Bam! He's like, why are the cute ones always so feisty?
And then I'll rush towards her. My love.
Oh no, here we go. He lost Nellaby, now he's got a giant.
Right.
Xavier's familiar.
You can be
He'll
pretty certain she's not a
use
sorceress
fly down
demon
help
at least.
action.
I am pretty
Okay.
certain of that.
Alright, now the giant. Alright, Squishy. I'm gonna attack the same guy, Paladin.
Okay.
Squishy one. Where'd my die go?
Can I hear what the number is on a die, just in case I want to cut it?
There it is. Oh no.
Okay.
Whoa! It's a 12.
I'm not going to cut that.
You have a 21, don't
I
you?
do have a
You
21.
both have 21s.
Yep.
Damn it.
All right.
That's why we're the front line people.
Brings it
Here we
down
are.
again. Misses again.
That's not fair.
Ian, you're up.
That's not fair. How come she sounds a lot like the guy orcs?
I mean, I'm not a voice actor.
Oh, that's just true.
Come me some
She's
slack.
big. Her
That's
voice is
gonna
deep.
26
I don't know. I was pretty
and
impressed.
20.
I'm sorry,
20 on the second attack.
20 damage? What
20,
was the damage from the first
26, and I didn't do damage yet.
one? Both of those hit.
So on the first one anyway, it was gonna do the big one. So D8 plus second level spell.
You're gonna smite him?
Yep.
Alright.
Spend the second level spell.
Yeah, that Thunderous Smite is really subpar.
It is really
It's only
subpar.
2d6
I thought it
damage,
lasted
and it-
through. I didn't read
And it doesn't.
I
Like,
thought it kept on the
it
weapon
never
the whole
grows
time.
either.
Yeah, and you lose concentration on
Yep.
stuff.
I thought that's why the concentration was to keep it on the weapon, but this is the first time.
Yeah.
So that's crappy.
Yep.
So 1d8 plus
Yeah,
2d8.
he'll get fine.
No, plus 3d8.
Horses
So
can
you get 2d8 plus 1 for the additional spell level, and then plus 8. So 11, 19, 22 plus 4 is 26.
26. Oh. That's both the attacks together.
No, that's one attack.
Oh, jeez.
That's the first attack. I'm not smiting on the second.
Okay.
So the second was just 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
Dang.
All right. This giant is starting to look messed up. Little human. Eladin's familiar.
I'll fly down.
Fly down.
Nope.
Okay. Xavier.
Okay. Booming blade with advantage.
Can we just be friends?
27.
Sure. That'll hit. Why not?
So good though.
I mean, that's a great picture.
15, 18 for that.
Damage.
Yep.
Great.
And then my bonus action to make a weapon attack is also an 18.
That's a hit. Ooh.
8 on that second attack.
8. A measly 8.
Yeah.
You go off on this lady. Your first slice takes her across the stomach. As she bends over, grasping at her wound, you kind of jump upward a little bit, your sword straight up in the air, and it catches her right in the face. And then you yank it out, brains and teeth come out, and she collapses into a pile. All of the enemies currently on the board have fallen. You guys can see these orc and direwolf or warg, whatever they happen to be, riders streaming towards you. There's about a half a dozen of them. There is about a round before they arrive, during which time you can do whatever you want, including you've disabled the crew that was manning the battering ram, and this massive iron contraption is partially sunk into the mud. So
It would take a long time to get that out there.
it's up to you to determine
Well,
whether
yeah,
your
when I was
mission
around
has
source, I
been
almost thought of
completed.
shoving it into the mud.
But I suggest
Or-
making haste to go over to
Let
the.
him finish.
Oh.
Let me finish talking. That'd be wonderful. It's up to you to determine if your mission has been satisfactorily completed, or if you need to do something else.
I think we should not, because now we all look like orcs, and the gig's probably not up on us. So we should be running away, pretending like we're running away from this fight, and then run towards the command tent.
Right, so I think we need
But they just all observe you fighting their own guys,
Correct.
though.
I'm gonna start casting Animate Dead.
Are there archers on the
I
wall?
think
Yeah, that's just an action, right?
Yeah, but
What
still,
else?
I wanna.
I
want
think we need to
minions.
head for the command tent. That's really what I think we need to do.
Yeah,
and I think we can't get there just running in. I have a Pegasus. I don't know if you all have means to get over this army, but I do.
I do not.
We do not.
Okay, you guys have just spent the equivalent of a round
Are
discussing.
there archers?
I told you what I was doing first, so
Okay, you can have which spell slot?
I'm
are
gonna
you-
spend a 4th level spell slot so I can get 4 zombies.
that'll get you 3 of them.
That'll get me 4. You
Um,
get 2, or no, I'm sorry, I need a
3rd
5th
level?
Oh, so yes, 3 of them. I will get 3 zombies.
Okay, so you have 3 zombies. Now they're not gonna have any armor or anything. Oh, wait a
It's
second.
gonna reanimate the dead orcs. So they got whatever armor they had
Yep.
and their great
Yep.
axes.
Okay, so make a note of this. They have. It's just hide armor. What they're wearing. So let's see what that does to them.
So for the record, this is one thing I didn't want to get caught up doing is fighting wave after wave.
Right.
of
So they're gonna have-
coming in.
12
The castle's
minus.
prepared to handle that.
What's their dexterity
That's what
modifier?
it's looking like what's
You
happening.
know, when they're a zombie, they have, if they're a normal
No, we need to
zombie,
get
it's
out
a
of here.
dex of 6.
So what's the modifier?
Oh, -2?
Okay, so they're gonna have a armor class is 10 for your zombies in hide armor,
Okay.
and they have great axes.
Okay, and the great axes do D12.
D12 plus the strength modifier of damage. You got 3 zombies. So he spent the round discussing. He spent the round casting his thing, getting his 3 zombies, and we're gonna. Most of the corpses were like over here.
Yeah,
I
they
think.
were. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was right by them casting them.
where are you? Which one's yours? Oh yeah, there we go. So we're gonna say you're about right there,
Okay.
casting them. You guys were like discussing and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what you spent your round doing.
I asked if there were archers on the wall.
There are archers up on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, there are archers up
Are
on the
they
wall.
going to be shooting?
They have been holding off right now, allowing you guys to kind of clean up. Okay.
So I'll shout fire.
We need to
You know what?
reach
Shout
inside.
fire. Like at the guys coming towards us. Fire at them.
Shout fire at them?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what are your guys' plans right now? Are you guys going to plan to go back into the castle, or are you
That's
gonna
what we
fight-
should do. Yes.
I want to know, because I don't want to put minis and stuff out in
No, no.
initiative if you're just
We
gonna
should retreat into the castle.
That's
we
what
need to do
my
that.
plan was. yeah.
Retreat in the castle?
We need to do that because otherwise we're going to fight wave after wave after wave. We're not ready for that right now.
Okay.
Okay, I thought we were going to be fighting them.
That would take hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
And we may not live. We may not live through.
Okay, so as the orcs on their dire wolves or porgs, whatever they happen to be, are riding at you, you shout fire. The archers up on the walls begin firing at them. They kind of scatter a little bit. They're dodging back and forth to the side. As you guys begin to retreat back into the sally port, the orcs see that you're getting away, and they turn back around. A couple of them go down under arrow fire, and they get back into the front lines. And you guys are now back within the castle.
Good.
You guys can see that with the battering ram disabled, most of the orc force it looks like they're kind of uncertain what to do.
Yep.
And then you guys there's some commotion among the ranks. It looks like new orders or something are being passed through them. And they're standing down to an extent. In other words, they don't look like they're quite as ready to rush forward. They kind of relax in their posture a little bit. However, that catapult crew continues to rain catapults down on the castle. It looks like some decent amount of damage has been done to the western wall at this point. The side of the catapult crew is on, and it looks like with some more determined effort from them, they're going to be able to pull that wall down in some amount of time. But you probably have, you would guess that you have probably like an hour or two before those catapults are actually going to be able to do some real damage.
That's where we need to go next.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I was
agree.
just
Okay.
saying.
So I will say again. So I have a Pegasus. You have a levitate spell. Do you still have one?
Well, he has fly.
Also, I can
You
cast
fly
fly.
good because we need to get there. And do we have a way to do so invisibly?
I can actually cast invisibility on.
So that we can get there without being shot at.
Does anyone have any like alchemist fire by chance?
I don't know that that'll help because they'll see us in the air shooting us. We got to get to the ground.
I wasn't saying he could go invisible, fly, and just
Yeah.
throw alchemist fire on
From
the
up there,
catapult,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then fly back to the castle. Potentially. But if we don't have any, then it's no point. And I don't have any.
Alchemist fire?
Yeah.
I have 2 flasks.
Is that enough to take
I
out
don't
a
think
catapult?
that's enough for a catapult.
I'm not sure.
Why not?
Massive
Siege
catapults?
weapon?
Siege weapons?
Siege weapons have lots of hit points.
Creature. Yeah, I can cast invisibility on both of us. Once from using my instrument, and then once from using.
Well, if you two are trying to make a sneak attack, then the rest of us should probably go out and try to make a diversion.
Right, they're not coming towards us. Why even?
No, at higher levels, for each slot of 4th level or higher, you animate 2 additional undead creatures for each slot above 3rd level.
Right, so you
And I used the 4th level slot, so it'd give me 4 zombies.
3rd level gives you 1. Plus 2, that's 3.
Why the hell was I reading it differently?
Okay, yeah, then.
Alright.
You guys still look like orcs.
Yep. So what I'm thinking is we can get in there quietly. And if we get in and just all of a sudden appear where they're not expecting us, we still look like that.
Mhm.
Now I speak orc, I don't know that you do.
I don't have to talk.
You don't have to talk.
Or,
Exactly.
I mean-
Let me talk.
You got 10 minutes. You can do per minute. Actually, I got a scroll of tongues, but
Usually when he talks, bad things happen.
Yeah, we don't want him to be able to speak orc.
Okay, no work for you. So keep the scroll of tongues. That's all right. Cool. Does anybody else want to go? I don't want us to be. I don't like splitting up the party as it is.
I mean,
Wait
I
a
don't
second.
want
Wait a second. You're planning on sending somebody in by himself?
No, I don't want to. That's
like
my
a
point.
two people.
Oh, okay.
Where we were,
He
they
can
were
cast
saying you
Peter
can cast
invisibility
invisibility
on
on
two
two people, which
well,
is
you'll
not going
have.
to cover
You
everybody.
can, we gotta decide. You can have greater invisibility and be able to cast spells and stay invisible. I can have greater invisibility.
How are you
I
planning?
don't need the greater invisibility.
So you guys are just planning on going out the front door invisible and walking up to them?
And we're gonna fly.
We're gonna fly.
You're gonna fly.
Yeah.
Well, then you have, that's
He has
2 more
flash
creatures
spell.
that need to be.
My Pegasus can carry more than me, right? I mean, it's the equivalent.
This is why I could for the undead thralls
no.
6th level.
Actually,
Whenever I create
On second thought, bud,
cast
Yeah.
it, I get an
can't,
extra
because
1
if I
additional
cast
corpse
invisibility, it's
for
a
being a
concentration
necromancer.
spell.
Oh, that's a necromancer
So-
thing?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
we'll
why I
fly.
get 4.
Okay, yep, that's fine.
Oh yeah. But wait, that's why I'm keeping hanging. I was still.
You
You
knew
use,
there was a
you use a
reason
level
behind
4
it.
slot for that, right?
Did I
Yes.
write a hippogriff with
That's
it?
what
That
the,
one
the
level 4
Pegasus.
slot
That's what I was
over there.
checking.
Okay.
I mean,
knew
it
there
doesn't
was
say
something
it's
behind it.
carry weight, but it has a strength of 18. I think it's carry.
We've done it with the hippogriff before. I'm
Right.
assuming you do the same.
I would assume it would be the same.
But it's something else that needs to be turned invisible.
Yeah, I don't think
A third creature.
That's true.
Or what about this? We go out the secret entrance,
But
and
you
then
guys
we
did-
just loop around, and then we won't be coming from the castle anymore.
How long would
We'll
that
just be
take?
orcs, and we can be like, hey, we were out on patrol.
How long would we expect that would take if we went out the secret entrance, came all the way back around to the side where the catapults are?
So,
Estimated
the secret
time.
entrance is about a half a mile away.
Yep.
So, give yourself about a 3-minute mile. So,
Damn.
so
You're walking.
yeah, you go. No, 3-minute mile. 3-minute
That's
mile.
fast as hell.
No,
All right, Olympians, here we
We're
are.
making
got-
the same
No,
boat,
you guys
but,
are
like,
athletes.
That's
You
a
could probably
10
you could probably do a
Yeah.
jog.
I mean, I
10-minute
have an 18
mile.
strength, yeah.
Okay, so I mean it's
Maybe
reasonable to get there and loop around and stuff in a half an hour.
Yeah.
Now, if you're trying to be stealthy, slow it down a little bit. So probably we'll say within an hour you can probably have made the loop and then come at the rear of the orcs.
That's an hour, and that's if we are stealthy about it.
Correct.
Yeah, and we can, if we're coming from the woods, we can just say we're coming back from a patrol or something, and we can get to the catapult potentially, right?
That's what
Rather
I'm
than coming from the
We don't
castle,
have
where
to
they're
be
like,
stealthy.
why are orcs coming out of the castle?
Right. We don't have
Yeah.
to be stealthy if we loop around that way, especially if we could steal a. Well, we'd have to steal a warg, but I don't have the ability to work metal. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's probably our best bet, without splitting up the group.
Yeah, then we would have to split up the group. We all look like orcs.
His guys are orcs, right? Do they look
Well,
noticeably different?
They look exactly like orc zombies, and they are recently dead, and so they're gonna have wounds and stuff on them.
Put some
They look
robes.
like battle fatigued orcs.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
They're limping. They're kind of shambling. I mean,
but they look like battle fatigued orcs. I would agree with that. I would think so. Anyway.
you could with a little bit of intelligence, you could probably pass them off as wounded battlefield.
I think we
orcs.
try it, guys.
Guys,
I think so, too.
that hour though, the wall's gonna be down.
That's why we don't do ours. The stealthy method, right? Is
Yeah,
that what
fuck
you
the
said?
stealth.
So if it'll be half an hour if we just go. We just go.
Yeah, we just go and we just come and we're like, oh, we're coming off patrol, you
Right.
know. And if a fight happens, then I guess we have to deal
How
with
many
it.
like, how many rocks per minute or whatever are catapults shooting at the wall?
I mean, there are how many catapults are there?
3.
There are 4 catapults, and they're getting off probably about maybe a rock a minute each. So you got 4 rocks per minute that are coming off from there. I mean, they're taking time to, load them up, cranking them down and stuff. So it's not like super heavy rate of fire.
My thought, are they concentrating on an area? Or
They are the western wall. They're absolutely concentrating on a specific area of the wall.
How many feet roughly is the area that they're impacting?
It looks like they're concentrating on the same 20-foot section or so.
My thought is I can stay behind and protect the wall, give you guys more time. But I don't know if that's needed.
I don't think that's needed.
Well, I mean, if the
I
wall falls, that's an entry point for them, so
It
that's
is, but
probably
I don't
pretty
wanna-
important.
I don't want to split the party either, though. I feel like
But splitting the party, at least in this case,
I'm not
He's
in
safe.
danger.
Yeah, and
No, that's true.
But it's
But
one
I
less
feel like
person out
less
there.
person out there for us if we need the help. That's what I'm saying.
And from a gameplay perspective, you all are going to have a nice fight that lasts a
Right.
while. He's going to do jack squat.
Well,
Well, I mean, that happened like 2 sessions ago anyway.
can you
You don't have a problem with that. I'm just bringing it up.
can you cast the wall of force or whatever and then leave it up? Do you have to be within range?
Or you
No.
just cast it.
As
That's
long
a
as
good.
he's concentrating.
Yeah, so
That's a
can't
good
you
point.
just cast it
Can
and
you
then
just
come
cast
with
it
us?
now and then
then
let's go?
hold your
Wall of
concentration?
Force is 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say and cast a couple different walls and like do some other stuff, but
I mean, you could cast it, and that would give us a head. I mean, that would mean there's only 20 minutes
But-
of stuff
Well,
happening.
Let me
right?
offer you a better deal. How about when we get down there, you cast a wall of force in front of them right there, just boom, bang.
What level slot is that?
it's 5th. It's like my only 5th level spell.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would be great because that would be immediate protection.
Right?
yeah. Well, half an hour, and you said we have it. I would say we just book it.
Let's
we go
do
down
it.
there,
Yeah,
and
let's
then
go.
you know, your 5th level spot is going to do a lot of damage for us potentially, just destroying catapults and stuff.
Yeah. My other thought was like I just cast it now and make it obvious that the spot they've been attacking is no longer viable, and they have to aim somewhere else, which would also give
That's
us more
not
time.
bad either.
But it still uses my 5th level spell.
It does. I'm gonna leave that to you. I mean, I think
Yeah.
they're both viable.
Let's just go. Let's
All
just
right.
go.
Okay.
We book it.
All right,
we
let's
start
go.
going through the secret
All right.
passage.
You guys enter the secret passage and begin heading around to the ridge. And within about 5 minutes or so, you come upon a patrol of orcs on direwolves, or wargs, whatever they happen to be. And you guys are traveling along with your zombie orcs and everything. And one of them comes up and says, "Oh!" He's like looking around at you. "What news?" He can see that you guys are idiots and
We-
stuff.
He's speaking orc, basically.
Yeah, I
This is
see
orc.
orc
This
as
is
well.
orc.
Yeah, so I go. We encountered a group of must have been soldier patrols. It was a tough battle. We took some casualties and we took some damage, but we were able to kill them.
Can I just like point off to the east wall as he's talking, like away from where we're coming from?
Exactly.
All right. But they're dead now?
Dead! Dead!
My Groosh!
Yeah,
Hell Groosh!
Hell Groosh!
Hell Groosh!
Yes, that!
Alright, I want...
Do it, guys.
Deception check.
Oh my god, this is. I might as well roll a 1.
Wait, it's a 19.
Okay.
Nice!
Wait, it's a 19.
They kind of look you over and they're like,
He suffered damage. Bro, can't speak.
alright, carry on.
Even though he just was. God.
Get ready to come back this way, though.
Yeah, we want. Yeah.
We interrogated one of the captives.
Oh, what did he say?
There's a secret entrance back here.
Oh, really? You know where it is?
We're looking for it.
All right. We didn't see anything that way, but maybe we weren't looking for a secret entrance.
Nothing back that way?
Nothing we saw.
No, we heard rumors this way. We're looking for it too.
Deception check, deception check.
18.
9.
9? You speak funny. What tribe are you from?
Can I,
What tribe are you from?
Hey, tribes don't matter here. We're all unified.
Unified?
Absolutely.
I was brought in.
Kill these humans.
I abandoned my tribe. Mercenary now. I paid.
You
I some
forsook
money.
your tribe?
Jesus.
Tribe lost in battle. It wasn't worthy of my prowess.
You let them lose?
They went in without me. I came back. They were all slaughtered.
What were you doing?
I was sent out on a scouting mission.
How many of them are there, Luke?
Poison spray.
How many of them are there, Luke?
Can I get a couple of minutes?
And then how many of them are there? 4.
Four
There are
poison
4?
spray.
Yeah, you attack them.
Poison spray.
We're not doing this. Yeah.
We're just gonna attack the group of them.
Yeah,
Poison
we're done.
spray. If they're all.
They wanted me to say. I say, hail, hail! I'm done with this crap.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm not hailing your stupid shitty god.
You have inspiration?
Oh, man.
I have one.
You already have inspiration? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fucking attack them. Be done with it. Do we get a surprise round?
I hope he gets a 20.
He will get a surprise round because he declared he was going to do it.
Fuck them. Kill them.
Yep.
Can you guys put yourself more or less in a reasonable position over here?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll
Put
get
me
mine.
on.
I'll probably, I'll be a head of whatever, and my owl will just be like above me.
Yeah, I gotta see how we're.
Xavier over there has been going to the Nigel school of saying too much.
Hey, what are you talking about?
You're digging yourself into a hole.
Right? Leaning against one of yours.
Do a lot of nodding.
I loved your whole, you won't say hail group.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That was so good.
Do it. Yes, that. Yes. What he said.
Me too.
Yeah.
I shout out finally in common. Ian, your temper's short, and welcome to the Sword Club.
Yeah.
How many
I was.
How many are there?
I give up. How many? How many? All right, enough that I don't care. So,
Whoa.
So let me explain.
What happened?
I was saying, I'm just
All of a sudden I'm behind them.
Wait, whoa.
I'm just
He
ahead of
rearrange everybody. He said it.
Luke
Wait,
said
stop.
to put all the
Yeah,
business.
set it all set up.
Put it back where you were.
Oh, sure.
Move
I,
me back.
I
Move
just
me
said I
back.
was ahead of these guys.
I was going to attack one, but I may not be there yet.
Okay, these guys would not be lopsided like this.
Okay.
They would be something something
It
reasonable.
works, yes.
He said that one.
Okay, there. Something like this is more reasonable. Let me explain. These guys are large creatures.
Yep.
So they are taking up 4 squares, and these guys are riding on top of their backs. Okay? So we got 4 squares being taken up by all these guys. And you get to go, freebie.
It's not going to hit. Oops. I get 2, right?
Yes.
For freebie. That is a 25.
25, that's a hit.
Are you attacking the ward or are you attacking?
No, I'm attacking New York.
New York, okay.
He's the foul god worshipping so and so. That is for 12.
12 damage?
Yep.
Alright, you slam him, critically wounding him.
Which one is the like the leader, the one that was like
I'll leave that for now.
the one that was like
Doing all the talking.
Yeah.
That this guy will say,
Okay.
since he's got like the little
okay.
bow thingy. How much damage was that? 12?
It was 12.
12 damage, alright. You slam him. Everybody roll initiative.
Are my zombies going on my initiative, or you want me to roll separately?
Your zombie should be either own initiative.
On their own initiative.
Own initiative.
All on the same one though?
Yeah, on the same initiative number. We're not. Okay, so let me. Belwar will have his initiative number, and all of your zombies will act on their own single initiative.
So I was asking. Okay.
And then I think you need to use a bonus action to give them a command, though.
Yep.
And once the command has been given, they will continue to follow it out to the best of their ability until you give them a different one.
Yep.
Wow, you know it's funny that you made the joke in here, but this dice does look like it's jacked up. It's like it was put in the oven. There's like bubbles and stuff in there.
Waited to defend.
I'm just before, but yeah,
You
there's
thought I was joking.
Yeah, I did. Now.
Isaac's running around like a madman.
Jason Bolt.
Alright,
Is that what you named your
let's see.
dog?
Undead minions.
Yeah, Isaac.
14.
Belwar.
17.
Eladin.
11.
Wow. They have a -2 to the dexterity, your zombies. Eladin familiar.
21.
Xavier.
16.
Xavier's familiar.
8.
Nigel.
8.
My owl has 1 dexterity. Sweet. Plus
Ian.
12. We doing this quiet?
I don't think there's anyone
I
around.
mean, they're the patrol, so the next patrol's going to find them.
Eladin's familiar.
Actually, I wouldn't even have him out. If I'm trying to be an orc.
Oh, yeah, that's true. What about your familiar?
Mine, I said he's flying, like really, he's like high up max range,
Okay,
basically.
so your familiar is put away. Is he off board? Alright, Belwar, you're up.
Bonus action, I'm going to command my minions to attack and slaughter the enemy.
Okay.
And then my action.
Keep it simple.
Attack and slaughter the enemy. 5, 10, 15, 20. Get it, and then I will attempt to poison spray 3 of them.
Was it a 15-foot cone?
Yeah.
Oh, it kind of sounded like an apartment buzzer.
Yeah, I thought it was a
Someone
dryer.
buzzing in?
Sounds like a buzzer on a drum.
Alright.
Burn, Jordy.
So can I want to get.
You can get all 4 of these guys.
Cool. They take a D12 damage and they need to succeed on a concentration.
That's a
save.
cantrip, right?
Yeah.
So if I make my save, I don't take damage.
It does 2d12 damage at. Creature succeeds. Yep, if you save, then no damage. Otherwise, you take 2d12 damage. Constitution save.
Stand by.
Can I only hit one though?
Alright. So, orc number 2. Constitution save? What's the 16? 16? Saved. Orc number 3. Failed. How much damage?
22.
22?
Drop 2 11s. 2d12 damage.
Okay. And then my direwolf.
Werewolf number 2.
Con save. DC is 16?
Yep.
You failed. You don't roll again.
Okay.
Oh, it just takes the. Okay.
Same one. It's one casting, does all the damage. It's like a fireball.
Oh,
You
okay.
roll it once, not for each individual in it. And the other one's saved. Alright, that was poison, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, got it. And Xavier, you're up.
Can I do a free action to do a, I want to do like a history check, being a half orc. These mounts they're riding, if I kill the rider, do I think that I'd be able to mount the wolf and like make it, act like how it is for them or whatever? Is what I want to know.
Sure. This is going to be a. Alright, well, first of all, are you proficient in history?
Yes.
You are.
Mhm.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
Okay, so I got a 24.
A 24. So you identify these creatures as direwolves. And these things are raised, most likely these have been raised specifically by orcs. They're not intelligent creatures, so they've been trained by orcs to be ridden by orcs. They will definitely accept orc riders. They probably will not accept other riders unless they are reconditioned and retrained.
What about half orc?
Half orc? You believe that you bear enough scent and resemblance to an orc that they probably would accept you.
So scent is a big thing.
Yeah,
Excellent. Well, that's going to be my plan then.
probably.
Okay, I mean, it's worth a shot to me, I think, and, to help disguise us more. So 5, 10, 15.
You do think, though, that if they take damage from you, like, if you're attacking them or they're taking damage from your allies, that probably would screw your plan over, though.
So I tell them, don't attack this dire wolf.
It's the direwolves
That
in
one,
general.
that one already got damaged.
Yeah, I'm
Wait,
saying.
no, that one didn't. But he still tried to damage it.
Yeah.
He's going for this one.
Yeah, I'm saying this one. I point to that one.
Okay.
Leave this one alone.
So number 4 is the one you're trying to target.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So then I'm attacking the rider,
Okay.
and that would be a 25 of me.
That's it.
This is booming blade. I should have booming
When
blade.
you were writing your letter
6,
earlier,
12.
one of the lines you said was like
15,
straight
20
out
damage to the
one of
rider?
Hamilton's letters.
20 damage to the rider.
I couldn't remember.
Oh, yeah, you decapitate him. He collapses to the ground dead.
Nice. So can I? Is there something I can? Is it? No.
There's something he said to.
Can I try and climb it with a bonus action? The wolf
Either.
or the dire wolf?
Okay, so you just decapitated its rider, and now you want to climb on top of its back. So to mount him would be half of your movement. You may absolutely attempt to do so.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
As
As you approach him and begin to try to mount him, it's quite clear he is acting aggressively toward you. He still views you as his enemy. So if you want to try to get on top of him, then I'm going to make you do a let's call it a grapple check.
Okay.
To get on his back.
Let's do it.
He won't actually be grappled. This will just allow you to get on his back.
Grappling.
And that's what athletic. What's I don't know what grapple is.
Athletics for you. Athletics.
So 20.
20. You are on its back.
Boom.
And it does not appear to be very happy about that. That's your initial thought. And then this dire wolf right here begins to buck wildly, trying to throw you off from its back. So I need you to make a to hold on, make an athletics check.
Okay. 20 again. Oops.
And you manage to stay on, and it comes over this way a little bit closer to this one here, at which point this dire wolf right here lunges upward and its teeth start gnashing at you. Woo! Baby! That's well over a 20, so that's going to be a hit.
Shield.
Shield? Oh, yeah, we gotta think. That's gonna be missed then. Because that puts you at 26, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that misses. And then this orc tries to attack you with its great axe. Misses. This guy is gonna go forward to the closest target and attack Belwar. The direwolf lunges forward at Belwar. Dang, that's a miss. And then the orc on its back brings its great axe down on Belwar. That's a miss too. That's a bunch of ones. This one right here, the direwolf, lunges at Ian. Misses. And the orc on its back brings its great axe down on you for another miss. So they all miss. And undead minions.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
No, that's their square. Right, put them right here, and then you're next to them. They take up these 4 squares, yeah.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Sure.
And 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10.
He's next to him right there.
He's next to him right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so these 2 are going to attack that one, the wolf.
We'll resolve one at a time.
Okay.
Just tell me who the first one's attacking.
Okay.
Oh.
Plus 7 to hit.
I should have taken
16, 7, 23 to hit.
That's a hit. You're attacking the wolf or the rider?
The wolf.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
The 11 plus 5, 16 damage.
16 damage on wolf 1?
Yep.
Alright. You slam him.
Okay, next zombie attacks the wolf for a 15.
Hit.
And that'll be 13 damage.
They're rocking a D12.
I've got 2 on each wolf, basically.
No, I mean,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a great axe.
Yeah, great axe. Next zombie is attacking the wolf in front of me. That's going to be over a 20 total.
What's their attack modifier?
They have a total of plus 7 because they get my proficiency bonus added to their plus 3 base. So
Really?
Plus 7.
That sucks.
So that's going to be 11 plus 5, 16 damage.
Okay, which one are you attacking?
white.
The white one, number
The white
2.
one. Number 2, okay.
And the next one is a
How much-
17.
How much did you say it was? The damage.
16 damage.
16 damage.
Got it. Okay.
Next attack roll is a 17.
That's a hit.
And it was 11 damage plus the 16 more damage to him.
All right. This one goes down. This wolf goes down.
And to the rider.
Yeah, whatever.
The rider is just on top of his body.
He's just like, I just imagine him doing like the gallop thing, but it's just like sitting there, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that all your zombies?
That's it.
Damn. So in one round, they cracked out over 40 damage.
Well, they're using great axes. They wouldn't normally be equipped with great axes.
Why wouldn't they?
Because they're normally using skeletons instead of zombies.
But why wouldn't they have great axes?
I'd use.
Or two-handed swords? Because they can't have shields.
I'd probably use two-handed swords normally. But.
So it's the same deal. 2d6 instead of 1d12. The average actually higher than 1d12. So, okay. That was your undead minions. Ian, you're up.
Okay. So first on the rider, that I think he's almost dead, hopefully. So that is a 18 to hit. It's number,
Which one are you attacking?
number 1, I think.
Yeah, number 1.
Okay, gotcha. 18 to hit.
Yep. So for him, that is 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep.
That's number 1.
Number 1.
All right, that takes him down.
Yep.
He tumbles from his
Second
seat.
attack is for
The
the wolf. Yeah, I feel bad for him, but poor direwolf.
You can try to mount it.
No, I'm not an orc. So that would be 16 plus 8 is 24.
To hit.
Yep.
That's a
It
hit.
smells like hell, though.
Reeks of hell.
8 damage.
8 damage.
Yep.
And that direwolf goes down.
Dang. Smoking all the wolves.
Alright, well, my plan's up one now.
Say specialists.
And Eladin.
No one over here is taking damage, right? The three group together there?
Orc 3 has.
Alright, I'll shoot at him. Fireball.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on a second. No, Orc 3. Yeah, okay.
Either way you got it.
Well, I crit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So 4d10.
Firebolt?
Yeah. 10 of the 9. Yeah, so 11. 16.
A lot of damage.
27
Whoa.
on someone that was at like 1 health.
Yeah, you smoked him, and
Baked
he
orc.
goes down.
And then I will move.
Okay.
Put like 9 guys between me and the enemies.
Xavier's familiar.
Where is he? He's like, he was
Say his
really
max.
high, so he's gonna use his whole movement to get 60 feet above this wolf.
Okay. Okay. So he swoops down a little bit. And Nigel, you're up.
And I'm going to
Use a fifth level slot for me.
I'm going to cast. Yes, I'm playing. I'm going to,
You said it.
I'm going to cast
Card blade is a card blade.
Vicious Mockery on Orc number 2, the one you said was Captain.
Okay, that's a wisdom save, right?
Let's go. I think.
Oh, I thought that guy was dead. I was like,
Is it a wisdom save?
I failed it.
Alright.
Well, I think it's a wisdom save.
Yeah, it should be.
It's going to be 5 damage, and he's got disadvantage on his next attack.
Orc tree, 5 damage. Okay.
No, Orc 2, the one you
Yep.
said was the Captain.
Yeah, I got you. I got it.
The only
The only orc left.
Yeah,
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's over there?
All right, guys.
there's just wolves.
Discuss.
Yeah, that's me. I'm
Xavier.
riding. I'm the one riding that wolf.
Alright, what do we want to do with wolf number 3? We need to have that discussion.
Kill it.
Do we
Kill
just
it.
kill it? Okay.
Don't kill number 4.
I don't have a problem with
I'm
that.
gonna tame him.
Yeah. I think that's going to go really well.
I don't have a problem with killing those things. As much as it bothers me to kill innocent creatures, those are raised to be killers, so I'm okay with that.
There's a fawn behind them that I'm going to kill too. Just
Don't tell me these things.
Bambi.
Roll initiative, guys.
I'm just going to carry like a bunch of like replicas of hell. Just break them every
Nice.
Yeah, we follow Torm. Sort of.
Yeah, you do. You follow him into the bathroom and stab him in the back. That's what.
That's accurate.
That is actually.
Stab in the back.
Xavier.
0.
I got it.
We got him back! He's back! Xavier's familiar.
19.
I've been rolling some terrible initiatives.
Nigel.
21.
Oh, step back. Eladin.
11.
Belwar.
15.
Undead Minions.
9.
Hey, I go for 11.
Ian.
7.
7. Nigel, you're up.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah, roll for my familiar.
I'm going to.
You can use an action to bring
I'm
it
going
up.
to Eldritch Blast both rays at the last remaining orc. I already used my crit magic. So yeah, I can't even hit. Actually, that's a 7 plus 8, 13?
15.
7 plus 8 is
15? That's what I said.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
It's going to be for 7 damage.
Bam!
Beam number 2.
Oh no, he's got number 2.
That's going to be a 10.
That's a miss, buddy.
All right. Then I'll use.
You slam him with the Eldritch Blast, and he's like, oh! It looks really bad. He's like, got 1 hit point still.
I'm going to
Throw a pebble at him.
this way.
Not the pebble.
This is the way to the catapult, right?
Sure.
If you want it to be. Split the party.
Why not?
Double move. Oh, you can't.
I'll catch up. I got a dire wolf.
That was
Got that.
I think it's gonna
Nigel.
follow your commands.
Xavier's familiar. You're 60 feet above the battle.
Yeah, he'll come down and use the.
Help?
No, he'll move. No.
I was gonna say.
Better not
We don't
risk
need
the DM gods. He'll come down 30 feet and do nothing.
They have a AoE breath attack.
You know?
He sees like a little bite-sized morsel. He jumps up.
Yeah.
All right, Belwar, you're up.
Firebolt the wolf over there, number 3.
Okay.
I see it work
be a
on a wolf.
16?
I'm gonna
Hit.
attack it.
8 and
It's fine,
6,
that's
14 damage.
It's 10 minutes.
All right. This orc here.
It's short enough that it's like not helpful for travel, but it's good and
Great,
kind.
man.
Son of a gun.
I might just fly and start running. Eldritch Blast. Not this battle.
Oh,
All right, he is 5, 10, 15. Okay, he runs over here. He mounts this guy, and then spurs him.
you an opportunity.
Nope, he disengaged.
Oh.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. They probably would have gone at a diagonal. 25, 50. So they'll get about there. And he's gonna have a double move. So he moved 50 feet. And
How long
then,
did he move to get there, though?
what's that? This guy?
Yeah.
30 feet. 15 feet to get there, half his movement to mount him. And then he spurred this guy, who's now using his movement, to run.
Oh, it's
So-
its turn?
Yeah, I put them on the same initiative order. Now, this guy, generally speaking, when you mount a creature, it acts on your initiative.
You've just had our movement count towards their movement when we've mounted things before. Like if we use half our movement and then mount something, we only have half our movement left. That's what you've done in the past.
I have a question. Do my minions get an attack opportunity when he leaves
He
their first square?
disengaged.
He will.
Disengaged.
No, he disengaged. So wait, how have I done it before?
You said the wolf.
Hold on. Yeah,
Let's
hold on a
say
second.
let's say I have 30 total movement and it took me 15 to get to my mount.
Uh-huh.
I've used half of my movement, so when I then mounted, I still had that creature's movement speed, but I only had half my movement left. So if my movement then became 80 or whatever, I could only use 40 of it, is what you've done in the past.
Okay.
If I had already used half, I only had half when I mounted, even though my speed changed. That's what you've done before, but I don't know what the actual how that works.
Okay.
But also, I don't know if it's
Because when we're mounted, you treat us as one thing. They're not separate turns. They're not separate.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But I don't know. I don't think you ever require us to use like half our movement to mount something now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there aren't really specific rules on it.
Because I don't think I've ever been like charged to have my movement.
And also, second thing, So he's disengaged from them, but will he have to disengage from me when the?
No, I'm gonna put him back there.
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna do as a takeaway is I should probably flesh out some actual mounted rules.
Yeah.
That way we know what the rules are.
It's all the same.
Because I've kind of like we haven't done a whole lot, so I've kind of just made stuff up.
Right.
And now there's
It's
maybe
gonna
some
come up.
there's some inconsistency. So I'll do that for now, and then I'll take as a takeaway. I'll see if I can come up with some rules that we can apply across the board.
And
for everybody.
it'll definitely come up, Luke. I have that figurine. It's gonna come up a lot,
Okay.
so.
Yep. That sounds good. So this guy goes over here, mounts him. He disengaged from you guys, and he's not going to move away from you guys. So he mounted him, but this guy still has a turn.
Yep.
So he is gonna attack you. In fact, there we go with his turn. And he gets advantage. Oh yeah, that's a hit.
I have 26.
You have 26?
I haven't taken a turn since I've left.
Stand by. You haven't? No. Right. Alright, that misses. This one right here.
The benefit of rolling a 0 on your initiative.
So this one right here twists its muzzle around and bites at your leg.
Dang, how dare you? Then nothing but treat.
Misses you. Eladin.
Is that accurate?
Man.
I'll fireball the rider. Alright. With a 21.
And if I remember correctly, he has 1 health, so you should be able to kill it.
12 health. Or 12 damage.
Alright. Yeah, he goes down. Bam! And that's it. Undead minions.
It's one
5, 10, 15, 20.
It's like Walking Dead in here. The first episode, getting that horse.
5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It's like the most gruesome
Attacking
thing that happens in the whole
and-
series that happens in the first episode.
I don't know if they would have. I said attack the enemies. I don't know. I can't really differentiate. Attack just that one wolf. Are they intelligent enough to know that?
No, they're absolutely not.
Okay, so what's your ruling? I did say attack the enemies. Will they just gang up on the one then? That's what I need to know because I'm in a position to attack now.
So really what you should do is you should move one, have him attack, and then move the other, have him attack. So you could basically say that, the first one to move up that would attack him, and the next one that would have moved up would have attacked him,
But then
And if it dropped them, then
If they dropped on, if they have movement left, they would have gone to the other one.
and attacked them. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Which
well,
is why it
would
would.
have been their ultimate movement regardless. So I'll
Oh,
say
they
he
were
was-
already at 20.
Yeah. So
You put
That's
him in
he's
one.
Or no,
actually
he was at
he's
15.
actually in his square. This guy takes up all 4 squares.
okay. So he's at 15. He's at 15. I've got 5 movement left. So, but he was the first one up there because I wanted to get.
Okay. So it's probably better to do one guy's movement, have him attack,
Okay.
and then have to do the next guy's movement.
Okay.
It just makes things less.
Okay.
messy.
So we'll say that front guy moved up there first. See what happens. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
that's it.
9 plus 5, 14 damage.
14 damage. Okay. Still up.
Okay. So he would have been the next one up. That's going to be a 17,
Hit.
and that'll be 12 damage.
And he goes down.
Because then the other one, because I can't order him in the middle of combat like that,
I'm gonna attack that guy.
that would be a 16.
That's a hit.
I can't order him in the middle of combat.
It's trying to eat you.
I don't really have
16
sympathy
damage.
for it.
All right, slams him. Ian, you're up.
I think it was a good try, but can
I
I?
didn't try anything yet.
I know, but yeah, I don't know if I can get over there to put the thing out of its misery. I'd like to do that with the movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay, let's do that.
Put it out of
Smite
its
it.
misery.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna smite it. 21 to hit on the first one.
That's a hit.
This is the kind of conversation we really would have.
Right.
Like,
6
probably would say,
damage.
"Smite it."
6 damage.
Yep. 22 to hit on the second one.
Yep.
And that was 12 damage.
Still up, heavily wounded.
Great, now it's even worse off.
Xavier.
Now I feel bad.
It's suffering. It is suffering really bad.
It's like
I know, right?
Xavier.
I'd like to attempt a animal handling check.
Swinging my sword and crying. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
see an inspiration card sitting in front of you.
That was dirty.
No, I just agree.
All right.
I'm not-
Wait. What exactly are you attempting to do?
I want to try and get it to obey my command of move that way.
Move that way?
Yeah, like towards the catapult area. And we said it's that way.
So we are trying to rescue this thing? I thought we were...
No, he is.
I am.
For some reason.
You guys have made enemies of me. You better watch yourself on the battlefield.
Okay, make an animal handling check. Pray to whatever
I'm not-
god you worship.
Natural 20.
Rolls arm.
Help to arm. That's a 14.
You don't have any animal handling.
Total?
Yeah.
14 total. The thing seems to be bucking out of control underneath you
super
the same way it was
hostile
before.
In
Yeah.
a really hostile manner.
That was your action, sir.
Got it.
Anything else?
Nope, other than I just say with my free command, that way! Onward!
Oh, our party member's trying to abandon us. He's a traitor.
Talking about, I'm going towards the bard.
All right, Ian, what are you doing?
What am I
He
doing?
just went. What was his
Just
action?
went.
Is it an initiative now?
There's one guy left. I'm just
Oh,
gonna
so
go
we're not
around,
gonna bother
I'm
with
gonna
it.
go around the table.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it out of its misery.
Okay.
I think we're beating this poor thing to death and we're just... So that's a 13. That probably isn't enough.
That misses.
Yeah. That's 26.
That's a hit.
1 damage.
Come on. That's 6 damage, please.
6 damage. It is still up.
Oh no!
It's like
Onward!
one of its legs is like dragging behind it now.
You seriously need to kill this or I'm going to heal it. Next turn, if you don't kill it, I'm healing
What
it.
are
I
you
can't
doing?
take it anymore.
Onward! And another. I want to do another animal
Animal
handling.
handling
I can't
check.
take it anymore.
You need like a 50.
13.
13.
That's even worse than last time.
Skeletons will swarm it. Don't
I'm such
worry.
a bad paladin. So bad.
He hasn't gotten to go since the skeletons one.
So heavily wounded, and you're trying to comfort it and command it onward. The thing just kind of like collapses into a heap. It looks at you with pitiful eyes and whimpers. It's probably the direwolf's version of begging for mercy.
I'll put him out of his misery, but before I do, I said you shouldn't try to go against me. If you're not with me, you're my enemy.
What language are you speaking in it to? And
Orc.
orc? It growls at you.
That's because the orcs treat it like
What would
shit.
it have
You
done
put
if
it out of its
it
misery.
was coming?
Alright, you slaughter it.
What if we're going to put it out of its misery so you slaughter it?
Knife to the back of the head.
Eviscerate it, cut out its guts.
Alright, you have destroyed the orc patrol.
We can take a long rest now, right? That'll be fine.
I know this is just a story thing, but I'm going to take one of its teeth. It was a brave fighter and it deserved to be remembered.
Okay, you have a direwolf tooth.
Yep.
One of the large canines.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to start just obviously heading towards the catapult, but as we do this, I'm going to drink a regular healing potion.
Okay.
Is that a 1d4?
2d4.
2d4 plus 2.
Ooh. So I had to cross off the one I used earlier.
Everyone's taking damage this battle.
2d4 plus 2.
No.
So that's a 1
I mean, we can't
and a
rest.
1.
We can't rest. Is that what you're
2d.
asking?
What is it? 2 plus 2? 2d4 plus 2?
Took 2 damage and used
That
was-
0
I thought you were
spells.
going
What
to
is
say
it,
something.
2d4
Oh, for the
plus
healing?
2?
Rest or
So
something.
I got a whopping 4 on the healing potion.
I haven't healed from last fight, but I didn't take
Minimum. Alright, and then I just.
Is anybody looking
Onward.
bad or are we still pretty much in good shape?
I mean, I'm moderately damaged. But
My zombies look dead.
Besides that.
But I mean, we don't really have time to linger, so I'm just gonna.
It's true, we don't.
I start going.
I just need to know if anybody needs, it feels like they need attention. If they don't, we need to go right now.
I need some attention.
Let's go.
Okay, besides that.
Wrong sex. He
Never
doesn't get
ask
tits.
Nigel that sort of
I'm at
thing.
like
It's true.
65%.
No, he's
Oh,
just
my
pansexual. He doesn't care. He just likes attention, really.
I just guard things, man.
He's from the big wild, dude. They
That's
get wild.
one word.
I just guard things. That's what I do, is guard things.
We don't
All
want to
right.
hear about them parties.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright.
You begin.
We are heading, yeah.
You're heading off around to the area of the catapults.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
It's 8:30.
Yep, it is.
We're gonna be able to finish this.
Yes, absolutely we will.
Nice.
Yep. So you guys begin heading around to the area of the catapults. And as you travel, 1d12.
Dice roll. 10.
10. All right. Ian, 1d12.
3.
3. All right. You guys move along. I presume you're avoiding more orc patrols.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because there are several of them that you can kind of get glances of, and you kind of hide down in like little dells or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like we need to.
As you make your way around, and eventually you come up along this ridge here, and as you're coming up along this ridge, though, this is where like one of the large orc encampments is, and so you now have battle lines of orcs. They're still kind of, a lot of them are still assembling up here, but there's still a bunch of them scattered throughout this entire area. The majority of them are up here behind this ditch and embankment as these catapults are raining down, but there are still some of them toward the rear here. And you guys now are coming up toward them, and there are still some scattered around. What do you do?
I feel like we should all go forward, except one of us, someone, we should make invisible, and then we all go forward, talk to whoever's by the catapults, and while we're doing that, we can disable the invisible person can be sabotaging the catapults.
So who's gonna have the best chance of doing that?
Probably fire mage, right?
So
Well, we're not trying to.
bear in mind, is this greater invisibility you're talking about? Or just normal invisibility?
Either.
Probably great. Because if you can do greater,
I don't
you can
have
go up and
greater.
start-
Maybe greater.
He's got greater. He can cast on you, and you can go up and use all your fire magic to burn down the
Mm-hmm.
catapults, right? My thought on it.
But I think that using fire magic in the catapults is gonna make something. I'm not sure quite that.
Yeah, I don't want to burn them.
We need somebody who is smart enough to be able to know how to disable them.
So who's got high intelligence?
Right.
Besides two wizards?
I have high intelligence and the
I
ability to
say
re-roll a
not
skill
me
check.
is
Yeah.
the one that,
No, this is
I think it's
So we let Ellen go and attempt to disable the catapult so he's invisible.
right. Well, we're gonna have to run forward and
Plus, if he does get into, you have all your spell slots left.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
can
it's a
cast
spell
fly and just book it or something if you needed to.
Yep. That's our best bet.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay, so right now, about maybe, say, 50 yards in front of you or so, there are some orcs hanging around.
okay.
Let's try to just walk past them like
No, we
belong
don't.
here.
We do better than that. We run past them yelling for the commander. We need to speak to the commander.
They might stop us and ask what the problem is. If we just walk like we're heading to the battle lines, like we belong there, and try not to draw any attention to ourselves, just walk past
We're already
them.
going to draw attention. That's
They
the
might try
problem.
to give us new orders if that's the case.
Right. We're already going to draw attention because we have wounded people. We have people who look out of sorts. We're going to draw attention.
Should I go
They
invisible
just
now?
look battle
Yeah,
weary. I mean,
I think
I'm
you
going
should.
to expend a bardic inspiration and give you bardic inspiration.
Use a D8.
Yeah, use it on your
So what do we think? I mean, we have a couple options. That's definitely an option. I don't feel like mine's the right option. I feel like
I think
that's the option I want to take. But
regardless,
it's the
I
right
think we
one.
make him invisible.
Right. That's
no matter
that's
what
a given.
happens.
I think
your
that's
goal,
a given. What do we want to do?
I think we
I
just
like
walk.
that. Let's distract by saying, "Let's
Yeah.
get to the commander. You gotta get to the commander."
Yeah, that's fine.
You okay with that?
yeah, I mean,
Greater
I
invisibility lasts 1 minute, so that you're aware, everybody. That's,
Oh, really?
you would have to get pretty darn close
Yeah.
to the catapults to be able to cast it on him.
And regular.
Normal invisibility lasts an hour, but any attack or spell.
I don't think I need to use a
Takes it
spell to disable them.
Okay.
Right. Attack or spell is not either way.
I think I can use the immovable rod and put it in a mechanism, and when it tries
But
to
there's
shoot, it
four
might
of them.
There's
break.
4 of them.
Yeah, and then I go to the next one.
He's trying to break them one at a time. When they use one, it breaks. He goes to the next one. He uses it,
Problem
it
with that
breaks.
plan is, as soon as the first one breaks, they're gonna try to see why. They might pass it off as okay, fine, whatever.
He casts invisibility on me. I cast it on the immovable
Why
rod.
do you? Okay. Why do you think it would make it break?
I don't know, whatever the mechanism
He's
is,
gonna put
it's
it
got
in a
enough
mechanism,
force
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To try
that
to
it would
break
snap the catapult.
Put it in a gear.
which is fine. But after the first one, they might buy it. Okay, whatever. Hastily built fortification siege device. After the second one, they're going to start wondering, okay, what the hell's going on? And then
the thing is, once they figure it out, he's potentially already destroyed all 4, and he's on his way out.
Or at least 2, and they will have stopped the siege.
Not necessarily. They've got 2 catapults.
No, but if they're going to say, hey, something's going on, they'll stop to find out what. I don't know.
We're also under time here.
We are, yeah.
You know, I think we just go with it and try it.
I mean, if you have something better, let's do it.
What's that?
If it doesn't work, I'll improvise.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. He's got a 5th level spot.
Right.
He could polymorph into a T-Rex and just charge his way out as a T-Rex or something.
Right.
He has to.
I'm gonna quietly play my instrument and touch Eldon and put invisibility on him.
What kind of invisibility is this?
Just regular.
Regular invisibility.
For the hour long one, right? Actually, I think it's 10 minutes
Per level.
But he's the one concentrating on it.
I don't think regular invisibility is a concentration spell.
I think it is.
Pretty sure it is.
Is it?
It's not yet.
Did I not? Oh, I think it is. Yeah, it is.
It is? Okay. It lasts 1 hour, right?
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. Yeah, okay. So before you do that... oh, it's creature. Okay. Oh, that's fine then. Anything I'm wearing or carrying is invisible.
Oh, so you're not cast
So
it on your
once
rod.
you put that...
I just won't let go.
What's that?
I'll hang on to the end of it.
Well, that's
As this
It's
massive
not gonna
beam-
move.
You don't understand though. When the line is released for the catapult to fling forward, and you're holding that rod, even though it's not going to move, you got that tension. That thing is going to basically implode upon itself, and you're standing right there. You'll take damage. You need to be away
Shrapnel
from that.
damage?
And that's kind of the best case scenario, really.
That's
Because
I
the
mean,
best
yeah.
case scenario.
there could be
Yeah,
worse
no,
things
that is
wrong.
just. I'm sorry, that's just stupid.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Straight up,
I
so
agree,
there,
I agree,
you want to
that's
make a new
bad
character?
scenario.
There you
Right.
go.
If
That's your way out.
If you, I mean, you're not even up there to observe the catapults. You don't even know how thick their beam arms and stuff are at this point. Okay, but if you the rod is like a 12-foot thing. If you're gonna stand there holding it so it remains invisible, you're gonna be putting yourself at great personal risk.
That's true.
Yeah.
If you let go of it, it'll become visible for everybody there. Now that said, it is a 12-foot thin rod.
It's 2 feet.
2 feet long, thin rod. So it'll, so you can make your conclusions about whether
It may still not be something that they pay much attention to if the freaking thing explodes. I mean,
Possibly. Although if the thing explodes and all of a sudden they see this rod just sitting in the
Just sitting there
air,
in the air.
and the rest of the catapult's in tatters, and then all of a sudden you grab the rod, does the rod become invisible, or you're walking around with a visible rod then? Because it wasn't in your inventory when you picked it back up.
How does that spell read? Invisibility?
That's a good question. When you pick something back up after you dropped it.
It says anything you are holding. It says
Oh, so once you're holding it, it turns invisible.
Yeah.
Right. But that's when the spell's cast.
I need to know exactly what the word
Anything
is.
the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
See? As soon as it leaves this person, it'll become
The
visible.
question is, will it become
Will it become
invisible again
invisible
if he picks
again?
it back up?
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
question.
it would then be on my person again.
Right. And I would
I
wonder
don't
if
see
that would
any
be the
reason
case.
why it wouldn't.
I would agree. I think that that's how the spell's meant to work.
I feel like if it was that big of an issue, say dropped objects.
Yeah,
would become-
because
It would-
I
it would
feel like
call it
people
out.
use invisibility to go in and steal stuff.
Exactly.
And it wasn't invisible. The object they were stealing wasn't invisible when they
Right,
were
but
to steal it.
they might be putting it inside of a cloak to keep it.
What's
you
the
know.
difference with the rod then?
Yeah, he could do the same thing
But a
with
2-foot
rod.
rod inside of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it just simply says anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. So yeah, I think so. I think it'll be fine.
So I want to cast Fly on myself, and then you make me invisible.
Okay.
And then that way you're concentrating on the fly.
Yeah.
And he's
Which lasts 10 minutes.
Our goal is we have to destroy all 4 catapults, because even if we just stop them and we leave the area and there's still 1 or 2 catapults left, that's still catapults left that they can put crews back
It's
on
true.
to attack the
It's
castle.
true. We have to find a way to down those other 2.
Yeah, our goal has to be the.
And I have an idea. I think that you still have that 5th level stuff. And I think that wall of force, what are the restrictions on it? Right? Like, where can we put it?
It's a size restriction, but that's it.
So it doesn't matter, you can put it floating in the air?
Yep.
So why, if they have catapults primed and they stop the route, put it literally above them. Literally. Directly above them.
Okay, so I have.
Just smacks into it.
If we're looking for a diversion or something else, I do have Conjure Elemental. I can
Okay.
always bring forth an Earth Elemental. There's plenty of Earth around here. to...
I know, and the more I'm talking about this, the more we're talking through, so I'm not sure we do want to go charging him. I'm not sure we don't want to just hang back.
So
They're gonna be like, "Why are these people just sitting out 50 out of the field?"
at this point, I'm going to say that none of you have cast any spells. You're still discussing things. You've been sitting here for a good 5 or 10 minutes. A bunch of orcs standing together, having a conversation among yourselves about 50 yards away from other orcs. Several of them come forward at this point, and
When we've had that conversation, though, in front of their... I mean...
I told you that's where you were, and you guys proceeded to have a conversation.
Like, let's go.
I fall down to the ground and just like collapse down in the middle of us.
What's going on here? Everyone was supposed to be to the front lines.
We're on the front lines.
Poisoned!
What the hell's the definition of a front line for you?
Are you speaking? What language are you speaking in?
Orc.
Oh, okay.
What's going on here?
He's hurt!
What happened?
They're poisoned!
Poison?
Yeah, that way! They're poisons!
What?
I don't know big things!
Are we being flanked?
Yes!
Make a deception check.
No, I'm not good at
I mean,
this.
we're flanking them, right? He's not lying.
You want inspiration?
I have inspiration. What do I
You can use
do?
mine.
I'll let you roll an extra d20 and
Advantage.
take advantage of this.
Disadvantage?
Advantage.
You can use mine.
I'm gonna use it.
Alright.
He's using it.
Good thing got 2. on
Yeah,
that
well, I
one.
got and the one of them I did. So the other one, I got a... Where's the... Oh, so it's 17.
17.
That's good use of initiative right there.
Holy shit! Come on, let's go tell the boss.
Yeah!
Boss!
Yeah.
You guys all saw this, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna be okay?
Leave him. Don't touch him. You stay. Don't touch him.
He looks like he's in pain.
Yeah, he'll take care of him. Don't touch him. You can get the poison.
Grubs fix him. Oh, what?
Yes. So let's move on.
All right. No. Let's take him. Maybe the boss can help him.
Oh, you don't... Okay, you touch him. I'm not touching him.
I'm gonna try to like.
Wait, this is the most hideous orc ever.
It is.
I
You touch him. I'm not touching you.
I want to try to hide.
No, I'm
I don't
not
want to
touching
touch him.
No, I'm
I'll
not.
hide and like jam my hand down my throat and like throw up whatever I had eaten this morning.
Yes.
Okay, so you're trying to make yourself throw up.
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds like what the hell would this be? Sure. Medicine check. I like that.
Medicine check,
I like
yeah.
that.
All right, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Like the
on
only
this.
time you ever get to use medicine.
Yeah.
Him particularly. Oh yeah. They're both good.
17.
All right, Nigel. You bring up all of the candy you've eaten this day.
Oh boy.
All over the floor.
Looks like little.
So the
baby
orcs that had
hands.
approached you begin to back away, and they're like, "Oh shit, man! All right, all the rest of you, let's go. Leave him here.
Yeah, leave him. Okay, yeah.
We'll feed him to the wards."
Okay.
And you understand nothing of what they're saying. Okay, so you have a group of orcs now, and they are telling you that they want you to come with them to the boss to explain who's flanking you and what's going on.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay?
I agree.
So they begin taking you directly to...
The main encampment boss, like up over here?
No, they're taking you up along this ridge
Okay.
toward these catapults in the front lines. And... Stand by. Stand by. So you guys get to there is what you can see are 4 massive catapults. I mean these are siege catapults. These are not the type of siege catapults. These are not the type of siege catapults that humans would make. These are giant-sized siege catapults. Like the beam arms are just these massive timbers, just gigantuan. And what you can see operating them as you get closer are creatures this size. They're large creatures, massive creatures. You guys have run into creatures like these before. You recognize these as ogres. They're not actually giants.
Okay.
And nearby, directing them, yelling at them, giving them orders, is the largest creature you have seen yet, much larger than the giants that were pushing the battering ram. This creature here is huge, and you can see relative to how big of a human is, he stands probably 4 to 5 times as tall as a human. And this thing is screaming orders in giant at these ogres. What's that?
Knowledge Arcana to see what it is?
This would be a history if you are proficient.
I mean, they told us there's a frost giant.
Let's see.
I got 18
plus 8, 22, 24.
It is a frost giant, and you definitely know these things are immune to cold. And
No.
lounging nearby the frost giant, you see 2 large wolves with white coats.
History again?
Yep, this will be a history check if you're proficient.
That would be.
You guys are both
21.
proficient in history, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, 21. This is a winter wolf.
Okay.
Again, immune to cold, can breathe cold cones, and frost giants are known to raise winter wolves.
Okay.
And you guys come up upon these catapults that are firing, the orcs are operating the crews, and the orc calls out, "Boss man! We're being flanked! These guys can tell you what's up!" So, right now, you stayed back puking your brains out,
I stayed with him.
and you stayed with him.
Yep.
Okay? And you guys are up with them.
Yep.
Okay? The frost giant turns around. He's like looming over you guys from a little ways away, looking down at you, and he says, "What's going on? Tell me." He's glaring at you, waiting for your explanation.
What language?
He is saying it in orc.
Okay.
It's like a broken orc, but he speaks it.
I'll say
Nope.
Eh.
Just wait.
He glares at you and says, "What's going on? Tell me." To be continued.
I was gonna say that's what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because we could get at some shit here.
it's true.